Welcome to Football Nation. How are you all doing today? Well, ladies and gentlemen, today is Thursday. Tonight is Thursday, and we have Thursday night football, the start of week 6. We've got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Baltimore Ravens today. This game is going to be super exciting, ladies and gentlemen. I am so stoked for this matchup today between Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. This is going to be a really fun game. The first time in a while that I've set a slew of fantasy lineups for DFS. That is coming up today. Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, two AFC North teams that lost last week coming into tonight's game, and they're both going to try to set the record straight right here on Thursday Night Football. Super stoked about this one, ladies and gentlemen. Kickoff is set for 7:15. So y'all are going to hang out with me until then, and then we're going to get into this game. We're going to get super stoked about it. I am already. So, all right, y'all. Lamar Jackson, we got to talk about him. I want to talk about all of these players and introduce everybody to this channel. If this is your first time checking me out, my name is Mario Manuel. You are watching Football Nation. This is hopefully the best live stream commentary that there is out there on YouTube, and I am here for you guys to give you every snap, every play, and every down right here. So let's start with the Baltimore Ravens. I want to cover Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson this year, he's been having himself a pretty good year, y'all. He's definitely up there as far as fantasy purposes go. 2,177 yards this year so far, 10 touchdowns, and only 5 picks to that. He's got a QBR of 61.4, which is good for 12th in the NFL, whatever QBR means to you. It really means quarterback rating, but, you know, that's such a hard statistic to follow. What you can follow, though, more accurately is the passer rating, and the passer rating is up there just shy of 198.1% for Lamar Jackson. So this year so far, 194 completions on 276 attempts, 70% completion rating. He's looking pretty good, y'all. They did lose last week to a walk-off field goal, and that's got to hurt. They also lost to another divisional opponent in the Cleveland Browns. So this division is pretty scrappy. The only other team besides Bengals, Browns, Ravens is the Steelers, and it looks like we have some Ravens fans in the house today. So what is going on, Ravens fans? What is going on, Bengals fans? I have Joe Burrow on my fantasy squad, so I'm not saying that I want the Bengals to win. I'm just saying that I hope that Joe Burrow has a good day. But on my daily fantasy sports, I've set up a lot of Ravens heavy. The projections are Ravens are projected to win this game. Let's go ahead and get that scrolling text going here for you guys as well. Let's get that one set up for you. So whenever we get into the action, I'm going to be breaking away and cutting over to this screen for y'all. And when we get into this screen right here on this side, you'll be able to see all of the player stats. And underneath in that bottom corner right there, you'll also be able to see the tracking mechanism here that we use with ESPN. Is only supposed to happen once, but it is an all-me show, so it's really just me hanging out with you guys throughout this. So no additional anybody, man. It's just me, ladies and gentlemen. So what is going on to you, and you? Good to see you, Christina, as always. Isaiah, what is going on? Super stoked to see you, sir. My young friend. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday Night Football, Week 10. Baltimore Ravens going to be out there with a combination of Lamar Jackson, Gus Edwards at the running back position, and behind him is going to be Keaton Mitchell as well. Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Odell Beckham Jr. as the wide receivers in that core. And, of course, the main piece to the receiving team right there is going to be Mark Andrews. Wow, what can I say about Mark Andrews? This dude's an absolute beast. You're going to want to fire him up in just about every lineup. Not only is Mark Andrews already a top 3 tight end in the NFL, he's going up against one of the softest defenses against the tight end position. They rank 31st. The Cincinnati Bengals rank 31st at the tight end, at receiving or at defending the tight end. So pretty much dead last, second to last in that column. So Mark Andrews, probably going to eat today. I wouldn't be surprised if Isaiah Likely, who's the tight end right behind him, I wouldn't be surprised if Isaiah Likely had himself a pretty good day as well. Let's see. Defensively for this unit, for the Baltimore Ravens, I mean, they're a long way removed from the days of Ray Lewis. And speaking of, there he is on TV right now, Ray Lewis up on TV. Hall of Fame, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2018. But what a defense they had with Ray Lewis when they won that Super Bowl. That was the same Super Bowl where Beyonce was the halftime show, and she brought the house down, and a huge intermission ended up being like a 45 intermission, hour-long intermission with the lights out. Came back to win that game. Baltimore Ravens come from behind win in that Super Bowl against the San Francisco 49ers, Colin Kaepernick's San Francisco 49ers. So, fun story in that one. Great history with the Baltimore Ravens. Got some history for you guys here as well with Joe Burrow, and I'll play that clip here in a bit. All right. Still hanging out here, ladies and gentlemen. Always just want to say hello and introduce myself at the start of these streams. Admittedly, I had a long day of work. Normally, I'm pretty scripted and pretty tight in my performances coming into these live streams for y'all. But today, it's just you and me, and I'm flying by the seat of my pants. So, thanks. Is that even the expression? Is that even a real expression? Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, you guys are watching Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel. Thank you all to all of you who are watching this live stream. We are a few minutes away from kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Kickoff is scheduled once again for 7:15. Let's talk about the coaching staff for the Cincinnati Bengals. Head coach for the Cincinnati Bengals is Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor became the 10th head coach in the history of the Cincinnati Bengals. That was back in February of 2019. As of the 2023 season, he has been in the position of head coach. I guess that's 5 years for this franchise. In 2022, Zach Taylor led the Bengals to their second consecutive AFC North division title, and he also had an appearance in the AFC Championship game. If you remember that season, did not win, but hey. During his tenure, Zach Taylor has achieved a regular season record of 28, 36, and 1, and a postseason record of 5 and 2. Now, under Zach Taylor's leadership, in 2022, the Cincinnati Bengals had a strong season. They had a bunch of team records for regular season wins and consecutive victories. Joe Burrow did really, really well last year. He set team records for completions, passing touchdowns, and also earned for completions, passing touchdowns, and he also earned a Pro Bowl selection in 2022. Now, despite injuries to key players, the offense still ranked amongst the top 10 in various categories. The defense also performed really well, holding opposing quarterbacks to a league-low completion percentage and ranking highly in points and rushing yards allowed. Behind him is the offensive coordinator. That's going to be Bill Callahan. And then we've got, I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name. His name is Lou Anarumo. I think that might be right. Lou Anarumo. I mean, that's the Anarumo. Yeah, that's the only way I can really pronounce that. Anyways, for the rest of the season, this is Week 11. Let's talk about the schedule for the Cincinnati Bengals. Week 10 is going to have the Houston Texans. That was last week, so a loss to the Houston Texans. They lost to the Houston Texans by a walk-off field goal. That's right. The Cincinnati Bengals lost to the Houston Texans last week off of a field goal, guys, off of a field goal. Anyways, this week, both of these teams lost because of a field goal last week, and they're playing against each other here today. So let's see if it's going to be a repeat, a recurring nightmare for one of these teams, or if there's going to be a very straightforward winner in this match. Who knows? Maybe we'll even get some overtime tonight on Thursday Night Football. Anyways, Pittsburgh Steelers are coming up on tap next for the Cincinnati Bengals. So back-to-back divisional games for them. And then the Jacksonville Jaguars, they will be playing Monday Night Football at Jacksonville in Week 13. After that, in Week 14, the Cincinnati Bengals are going to go up against the Colts, then the Vikings in 15. That'll get us well past Thanksgiving. Can you believe that a week from today is Thanksgiving? Dallas Cowboys are playing on Thanksgiving. I won't be covering that game. I'm going to be with my family that particular day, but I will be covering Black Friday football. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen, there is Black Friday football coming up for the first time ever in the history of like televised football. We're going to have Friday night football, Black Friday. However, one of the catchphrases here on this channel is that Sundays are for football. Obviously, Mondays and Thursdays, we are here as well. But Sunday, we are definitely covering football. This Sunday, we will be covering the Cowboys game as well against the Carolina Panthers. Check us out for that. I will have something hot and ready and fresh off the press for you, ladies and gentlemen. About 15 minutes away from kickoff. Had a chance to talk about both teams just briefly here. All right. Here we go. Let's talk about the home team once again. Let's get back to Gus Edwards. We were talking about Lamar Jackson when we started this one, but Gus Edwards is someone else that's kind of developed this season. J.K. Dobbins supposed to be the starting running back for this team. Injuries after injuries. That is the story of J.K. Dobbins. That's why I tried to avoid him at all costs this year. So Gus Edwards is leading the pack right now, but as of late, he hasn't really been the top dog. He did have a couple good games throughout the season. So far in 2023, Gus Edwards, 121 carries, 502 yards, 8 touchdowns. He's averaging 4.1 yards per carry, so that's pretty good. If you do that every play, you'll move the chains by the end of the third down. So you can count on Gus Edwards to be reliable whenever he does get the football. But the Baltimore Ravens are one of the highest running teams. They run so frequently. Their numbers are pumped. So this team, we can actually look at that here, but I'll get to that in a second. So Gus Edwards, 6'1", 238 pounds, 10 touchdowns on the year. Last week, he had 11 carries, only 24 yards, so a down game for him. But if you look at the week before that against the Seattle Seahawks, Gus Edwards only had 5 carries, but he had 52 yards, averaging 10 yards per carry, and he also scored twice. So that's pretty good, especially when you break off a 42-yard piece like he did in that game against the Seattle Seahawks. Last 5 games for Gus Edwards, 65 carries. He scored 7 touchdowns in the last 5 games, y'all. So there's a good chance, shoot, I might want to change my fantasy lineups right now so I can add him in there as well. Gus Edwards at a pretty moderate price considering the output that he's had over the past 5 weeks. 261 yards on 65 carries, averaging 4.8 yards per carry over the last 5 games that he's played. 7 touchdowns, broke off a piece for 42. Not to mention that he's also got additional receiving yards, 5 receptions, 110 yards over the last 5 weeks. So also averaging 25 yards per catch that he gets. Look for Gus Edwards to get his fair share of touches in this game today. So behind him is Keaton Mitchell. That's going to be your second running back. He's also had, a decent few games that he's been stringing together over the last few games. He is a rookie, so keep that in mind. But over the last 2 games alone, he's gotten 170, what is that math right there? Yeah, 176 yards, 74. Math is off. But only, this is crazy. Keaton Mitchell, the backup running back for this team, Keaton Mitchell over the last 2 weeks, the rookie, has 12 carries. That's it, y'all. He has 12 carries over the last 2 weeks. In those 12 carries, he's gotten 174 yards on 12 carries. So right now he's averaging like 13 yards per carry, and he has 2 touchdowns over the last 2 weeks. We might have ourselves a definitely – this is a split backfield in many ways, not just because they have 2 running backs, but also you have Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is probably the best running back on that team, even though he's your quarterback. So, yeah, he's going to be moving the football a lot. Damn, this is going to be a good game, guys. I'm hyped about this one. This is going to be a fun game. I'm really pumped about it. All right, let's move on to the wide receivers. Now, the main name that you're going to know just based off of clout and all the time he's had in the NFL, Odell Beckham Jr. OBJ has been on a couple of different teams over the past few years. Everyone remembers the catch that he had with the Giants over the Dallas Cowboys. But what a catch that was. Odell Beckham Jr. often on the highlight reel. Let's see if he can get on the highlight reel tonight. Now, they did just pick up OBJ, so this is his first year. If you haven't been following the Baltimore Ravens, this is his first year with the Ravens, his first time wearing the purple and black. He was drafted way back in 2014. Way back in 2014. So literally, some of you watching this may not have even been alive when Odell Beckham Jr. was drafted. That being said, what a good pick he was. He was the first round pick in that 2014 draft, the 12th pick overall. You know what's really cool about the Baltimore Ravens? It's cool that he's there. But what's really cool about the Baltimore Ravens is that they are one of just 2 NFL teams that still have a marching band. Yeah. Can you believe that? The Baltimore Ravens are one of 2 NFL teams that still have a marching band. The other one being the Washington Commanders. I made that fun, did you know, sometime during the offseason, this past offseason. And that memory just stuck in my mind because on the field right now is the Baltimore Ravens marching band. So, yeah, only one of 2 NFL teams that still has an actual band playing brass instruments out on the field. Google it. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I'm 99.9% sure that is a real true statement. Okay. So, I got way off the rails there, but let's talk about OBJ's career so far. I mean, right now, OBJ has had a pretty solid career. Throughout those years that he's been in the league, he's got 58 touchdowns. He's averaged 13.8 yards per reception. He's got 7,625 yards. So, I mean, he's borderline Hall of Fame. Some people would argue that he is. Some people would argue that he might not be. He started off hot. Lost Eli Manning, and ever since he lost Eli Manning, he hasn't been the same. So far this season, I can say that he has 20 receptions, 35 targets gone his way, so not a whole lot over the first 10 weeks, only 3.5. That's an average of 3.5 receptions or 3.5 targets per game. What he's done with that, he's only scored 2 touchdowns, only has 257 yards over 10 games, averaging 25 yards per game. A long way removed from what he once was, racking up those numbers. So, a washed Odell Beckham Jr., but still an Odell Beckham Jr. nonetheless. That new, fresh, young blood coming in is Zay Flowers. That new, fresh, young blood, the rookie wide receiver Zay Flowers right now. He's been doing all right. Nothing crazy, but let's be real. The Baltimore Ravens are a run-first team, and they destroy defenses that way. If Lamar Jackson has to air it out, he's going to Mark Andrews. We'll get to him in a second. But I love the fact that Zay Flowers is having such a good rookie year. And if you look at his picture on ESPN, this dude's got a really big, bright smile. This young man looks so excited to be just, he knows the opportunity and the chance that he has right now in the NFL. And you can see it on his face in that smile. Great smile for that young man. All right. So, he was drafted this past April in the 2023 draft, the 22nd pick overall. 50 receptions, 541 yards, just the 1 touchdown. Hey, look at that. His birthday is 9/11. That's, yeah. My brother has the same. Anyways, not important. Well, happy belated birthday to him, even though I'm 2 months late. And let's keep it light, so we'll move on. The last 5 games for Zay Flowers. 21 receptions, 28 targets, 228 yards. Yeah, I mean, that's decent, I guess. Again, he's averaging like 50 yards per game, so let's see what he can put up today. Only the 2 touchdowns. Only the 1 touchdown, so far this season, but he's got the targets to back it up. Rashad Bateman's the other wide receiver there. We don't have to get too far into Rashad Bateman. He's a younger, this would put him in his, he was drafted in 21, so he played 21, 22. This is his 3rd year, so his junior year in the NFL. So Rashad Bateman on his 3rd year in the NFL, no touchdowns this season, only 19 receptions. let's talk about the man who's actually catching passes right now, and that's going to be Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews right now has 43 receptions, which is less than Zay Flowers. But the difference, even though he has, I think, the exact same yardage as Zay Flowers with 521, he has 6 touchdowns. So, you know, if they are in the red zone or if they are looking at an end zone pass, I think we know who Lamar Jackson's going to throw that ball to. And chances are it's going to be Mark Andrews. Already 6 touchdowns on the year. Last 5 games, he's got 31 targets. So he's getting targeted. He's getting targeted frequently as well. He's got 3 touchdowns over the last 5 games. Very high probability that he might score in this one. He was definitely held in check last week against the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns won that game against the Baltimore Ravens last week, 33-31. In that game, Mark Andrews had 2 receptions on 4 targets, 44 yards in that game. Very low numbers for him. No touchdowns. Very quiet game for Mark Andrews. He's going to try to bounce back. The week before that, he definitely popped off. 80 yards, 10 targets. He had 9 receptions. That'll put up 17 points in a PPR league. That'll definitely work for me. But I don't have Mark Andrews tonight. Won't be too worried about that. Let's look over to the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's talk about the Tigers over here, these Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow. Let's talk about Mr. Joe Burrow this season. 14 touchdowns on the year. What can I say about him? He started off so bad. Week 1, which bear in mind, this is a rematch of Week 1. Yep. This is a rematch of Week 1. Let's see if he can get himself right this time around and get, I'm sorry, this is Week 2 rematch, not Week 1 rematch. Week 2 rematch for the Cincinnati Bengals against the Baltimore Ravens. Right now, Joe Burrow has 2,208 yards, 14 touchdowns, 6 picks. He's 18th in the league in QBR, but keep in mind that over the first couple of weeks, he couldn't move with that calf strain that he suffered during the preseason. So during the preseason, Joe Burrow had a calf strain. It looks like it's gotten better. He's able to move right now. He was interviewed last week, or the week before, and was asked, what is the difference between now and then? And he says, I can actually move. So over the last 5 games, 197 attempts completed, 74% of his passes. That's pretty good. Over the last 5 games, since, the recovery of his calf injury, Joe Burrow has completed 74% of his passes. Shorter passes. In tonight's game, we're going to be missing T. Higgins. So expect Jamar Chase to be targeted a lot, but also expect him to be double covered. That might open up some opportunities underneath for the Cincinnati Bengals. Irv Smith Jr. might get himself a couple of extra targets right now with T. Higgins, that bigger target, missing for that wide receiver room. We'll keep an eye on that as it develops. But for now, we're talking about this game. Joe Burrow in that loss last week to the Houston Texans, 30-27. The Cincinnati Bengals only put up 27 points to the Houston Texans, 30 points. A walk-off field goal for this team as well is why they lost. He completed 27 of 40 passes. That's good for 67% completion rating. 347 yards in that game. That's pretty good. He also had 2 touchdowns in that game. Not to mention, he had 20 yards on the ground in that game as well, helping move the chains. The problem, the reason they lost, is because he threw 2 interceptions. So a third of his interceptions so far this season came from just 1 game. I think he's got something to prove right now. I think Joe Burrow is going to come out guns a-blazing. I think Jamar Chase, if the Bengals want to win, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to get that LSU combo going, which is where they were drafted from. So Joe Burrow meeting up with his old teammate from college in Jamar Chase. We all know that dynamic duo. Those 2 guys stick together like glue. Drafted first pick overall in the 2020 draft, Joe Burrow. Absolute beast. At least he's been over the past couple of years. Already he's taken them to a Super Bowl. So good on you, mate. Good on you, Mr. Burrow. All right, let's rewind a little bit here. Let's go back. Let's talk about the running game for the Cincinnati Bengals. Their running back, the main guy, Joe Mixon. Shoot, I've got some fun stuff on Joe Mixon too. Not the nicest of guys. Definitely a mean dude. Definitely someone that you do not. Definitely not someone that you want to piss off or get in his way. So Joe Mixon, definitely a machine out there. That's one way to put it. Anyways, drafted in the second round of the 2017 draft, there has been talk of Joe Mixon not maybe being around with the Bengals for too much longer. But so far this season, Joe Mixon is on pace, just shy of hitting that 1,000-yard mark. He's got 536 yards on the ground, 137 carries this season, 4 touchdowns on the ground as well. No receiving touchdowns so far this season, but 4 touchdowns on the ground so far. That's pretty good. That'll work for him. I mean, you remember last season when he had that 5-touchdown game? Joe Mixon has the potential to be a top. He has the potential to be an RB1, like the RB1. It just hasn't really been there for the Cincinnati Bengals. I think a part of that might be conference and defenses in that conference, but I think the other part of it is their offensive line. So, okay, so Jamar Chase is in. T. Higgins is out. Tyler Boyd is in. So, Trenton Irwin is going to get some additional catches today. Charlie Jones might see some work. We'll see how Joe Burrow navigates this thinned out wide receiver core. Andre Iosivas, weird name there. Not sure where that's from. It's got to be Eastern European. Andre Iosivas out for this game as well. So he's typically the wide receiver behind T. Higgins, who's opposite Jamar Chase, and Tyler Boyd typically plays that slot role as the third wide receiver. Unless they go, 3 or 4 or 5 wide, 4 or 5 wide. But typically you have a running back and a tight end playing receivers in those spots. So, yeah. Okay, just a few minutes away from kickoff. So if you're still with me, thank you for hanging out with me. Right now, we're just covering the 2 teams that are playing today. I was just getting y'all some information based off of their most recent performances. And I was just strictly speaking fantasy players, fantasy relevant players as well. That's typically the only thing that people really care about. Nobody really likes to talk about defenses here. But we do have some pretty good defensive players out there for both sides of the football. Nick Scott, Awuzie for the Cincinnati Bengals. Baltimore Ravens have always had a pretty solid defense. They just know how to work. They just know how to work it. But they do have some injured players. There's a lot of injuries right now to the Baltimore Ravens defense, and they've still been holding up pretty well. So this game is getting ready to kick off any moment here, ladies and gentlemen. This game is getting ready to kick off any moment here. Let's see. Ready for this game to get started. So, coming into this game, overall 7-3 for the Baltimore Ravens. Okay. So right now, still waiting for this game to get started. We got players lined up on the field, ladies and gentlemen. We got players out on the field right now, ladies and gentlemen. I think we can switch over to the first quarter music. Get rid of the silly stuff and get ourselves started here. Get ourselves really into this one and get ourselves started here. Zach Taylor, John Harbaugh. What a last name, Harbaugh. Here we go. So, what I see on my screen, ladies and gentlemen, the Cincinnati Bengals are getting ready to kick off to the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kick, and the game is underway. That goes up into the end zone, and we're going to start this game here from the 25-yard line. Going to start this game here from the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson, quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. 9th career start versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Lamar Jackson is 7-1, a 62% completion rating. Cincinnati Bengals trying to get to at least 7-2, but they've been getting beat by the Ravens quite a bit lately. So here we go. Shotgun formation to start this drive from the 25-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Lamar Jackson winds up and throws a beautiful pass to Mark Andrews to start the game. And we got ourselves a first down for the Baltimore Ravens. And that's how you start a drive. That's how you start Thursday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. So Mark Andrews with the first catch, the tight end with the first catch there today. Good throw right there. Perfect connection. And we're going to go right away from the 39-yard line. Shy of midfield, under center is Lamar Jackson. Single back formation, Gus Edwards lined up behind him. 3 wide receivers on the left. On 1st and 10, there's a handoff to Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards breaks through, gains maybe a yard on the play. That brings him up to the 40-yard line. Gain of 1. That'll bring up a second down for the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens now facing a second down. And let's get the split screen set up here for y'all. Let me get this adjusted for you. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So, empty backfield on this play right now on 2nd down and 9. Empty backfield. Lamar Jackson back there by himself. Now we're switching to a shotgun formation. Play clock down to 5. 2nd and 9 from the 40. Lamar Jackson takes the snap, pocket holds, throws a pitch. That's a catch. That's good for a first down. Zay Flowers on the move up to the 40, the 35, the 30, and pushed out just outside the 25. Zay Flowers with a big catch and run right there. Good catch, good throw, good catch. That was quick. The Bengals put up a double team on Mark Andrews, and that opened up that slant route beautifully. Less defenders on that side. Zay Flowers traveling from the right side to the left side of the field when he made that catch. Found plenty of space. Here we go. There's a snap and a handoff. Gus Edwards is the intended handoff, but that's not a handoff. That's going to be a quarterback keep. And Lamar Jackson runs out to the right-hand side and picks up 8 yards on that play. That'll bring up a second down. Looks like a gain of 7, 2nd down and 3 coming up here. All right, sorry about this right here, y'all. Let me get this fixed for y'all quickly. I'm trying to make sure that I get all these plays off to y'all in time, but also get y'all this additional information, which I know I appreciate. But here we go, 2nd down and 3 out of the pistol. Lamar Jackson 5 yards behind. Motion in the backfield from Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers going to the top. There's a snap and a handoff. Edwards slips, goes backwards, loses a yard on 2nd and 3. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. 3rd down and 4, the first carry right there. Make this nice and wide so y'all can see it. No huddle. There's a snap. Empty backfield. Lamar Jackson in trouble. Tries to wiggle right. Can't find space. Here we go from the 21-yard line. He gets the first down. Goes inside. Decides to give himself up inside the 15. Down at about the 13. First down for the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens picking up a first down there. All right. I like that there. We can leave that there. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. You are watching Football Nation. This is what you guys want to see. I'll leave that right here for y'all for now. Lamar Jackson so far this season looking very good in his career, just shy of 5,000 rushing yards already out of the shotgun formation. Once again, Zay Flowers, the man in motion. 13-yard line throw underneath to Mark Andrews. He has space, gets inside the 10, inside the 5, and goes down just shy. Uh-oh. Mark Andrews down. Mark Andrews clearly hurt right now. Big game here with Mark Andrews, and he does not look okay. Lamar Jackson takes his helmet off, throws it on the ground right now. Gets down right next to his buddy. He knows that's his favorite target, and we are going to a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not what you want to see for the Baltimore Ravens. So, already, unfortunately, it looks like Mark Andrews was flagging down pretty quickly looking for medical attention on the side. So, that's discouraging. I hope he's okay. The way his foot was flexed, I wouldn't be surprised if it was an Achilles thing. So, yeah, that's not good. It reminded me of what Aaron Rodgers kind of looked like in that moment. So, yikes. Okay. So, at a quick commercial break so far in this game, Lamar Jackson completing 3 of 3. Good for 56 yards through the air. 3 of 3 for 56 yards through the air. Gus Edwards, 1 carry, only 1 yard. Keaton Mitchell, not really doing a whole lot there. Zay Flowers has 1 reception, good for 33 yards. Mark Andrews, 2 receptions, 23 yards, but that might be all he wrote. Mark Andrews might be out for the rest of this game. Let's see what happens here. So, a little worrisome, guys. That bums me out. I love Mark Andrews, and he's also been injury prone. But the way he went down, I could tell immediately that he was not okay. So, yeah, and the way he was kind of frantically signaling over to the sideline means he's probably in some pain. Probably be carted off. All right, y'all. Here we go. In a commercial break right now. Since we're in this commercial break, let me go ahead and get y'all some quick information. Did you know that Joe Burrow has contributed to half of the Bengals' all-time playoff wins? Joe Burrow is one of 3 quarterbacks in NFL history to get 5 or more playoff wins in their first 3 seasons. The other 2 being Ben Roethlisberger and Russell Wilson. The shotgun formation. Typically used on passing downs like 2nd and long or 3rd and medium, and it has a lot of variations. The quarterback is 5 yards behind the center, and the running back is on either side of him. This is the single back formation. It looks like what it sounds like. The quarterback is under center, and you have a single running back directly behind him. This also has many variations. This is the pistol formation. Okay, I'm actually going to cut that one short because we got an update for you. It was a hip drop tackle. Mark Andrews' ankle got rolled up. Here we go on 2nd down and 1. Doesn't look like he picked up enough for the first down. Let's see where the officials mark it. That might bring up a 3rd down, a 3rd and inches. It looks like it's going to be marked just short, but chains might come out on this one. They're saying 1st down. Moving the chains. 1st down for the Baltimore Ravens. So, Mark Andrews, who just went down, looks like he was able to get up under his own power. He was able to get up and walk off the field. So Isaiah Likely is going to be out there. There's a snap and there's a toss out to the left. And that looks like it's going to go in all the way for a touchdown. And the Baltimore Ravens in for the touchdown with Gus Edwards. 6 points on the board. Baltimore Ravens 6, Cincinnati Bengals 0. 10 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and we have our first touchdown of the game. First touchdown of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if this is going to update behind me. This should be the first touchdown of the game. Mark Andrews limping back to the locker room, so that might still be it for him. Yikes. He's definitely not walking with much emphasis. He's definitely limping. He's not putting any weight on that foot. Here's the kick from the middle. The kick is up. The kick is good, ladies and gentlemen. So we now have points. 7 points on the board for the Baltimore Ravens. Cincinnati Bengals with 0. First drive, first set of points. Mark Andrews had a significant role in that. So seeing him go, good and glad and happy that he's walking under his he can control his own weight. He can walk. He can put weight on it, but not a whole lot. Still, touchdown from the left-hand side. Gus Edwards for the Baltimore Ravens just punched that one in. And we got points on the board. Let's get this drive chart set up for you guys before we get back from this next commercial break. Let's see. I had another one. This one here. That's the one. Let's see. Well, let's see if I can get this one right. All right. Nope, not that. Shoot. Well, they should have brought up the drive chart. Well, let's see what happens. So, the Baltimore Ravens are going to kick this one back to the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals going to let that one sail to the back of the end zone, and we've got ourselves a touchback. And here comes Joe Burrow for the first time tonight. Here comes Joe Burrow for the first time tonight. Cincinnati Bengals with the football, starting this drive from the 25-yard line. Cincinnati Bengals with the football, starting this drive from the 25-yard line. Joe Mixon behind Joe Burrow. Standing now to the right of him. There's the snap, fakes the handoff. Joe Burrow backs up. Pocket starts to collapse. He gets tagged from behind, but he's still running. Joe Burrow, using his legs to move the football, picks up 7 yards as he's tackled from behind. That'll be good for 7, and that'll bring up a second down. Good for 7. Good for second down coming up for the Cincinnati Bengals. Last week versus the Texans, completed 27 passes, 347 yards. You got to be kidding me. Here we go. Let's see what he can do tonight against the Baltimore Ravens. So waiting for the snap in the shotgun formation from the 32-yard line. There's a toss out to the right-hand side. Joe Mixon finds space. Joe Mixon gets forward, gets to the 40, and keeps moving it up to about the 43-yard line. That's good for a first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. Clock will keep ticking. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. So a big first down run across the right-hand side. Joe Mixon taking the ball out of the shotgun formation, runs that one out to the right. Finds the gap, finds some space, gains about 13 on that. Shotgun formation, Joe Mixon again to the right of Joe Burrow. Motion in the backfield. Waiting for the snap, there it is. And Burrow looks left and throws left. That'll be caught, and that's good for a few. Lots of flags coming in. Hudson was the one who was brought down. Looked like a horse collar tackle. 3 flags came in all at the same time. Tyler Hudson with that catch. Let's see what the flags. So it looked like there was a pull of the face mask on there. I didn't see it from up here. Yeah, big face mask, big time. That's pretty obvious that something was not right. Anyways, Taylor Hudson with that right there. Why can't I scroll on this shiz? Okay, here we go. Shotgun formation, Joe Burrow. Watching Jamar Chase on the right-hand side, a wide receiver screen thrown up in the air, and it's tipped. And that tip drill, luckily, on 1st and 10 after that penalty, the Cincinnati Bengals threw the football out to Jamar Chase. So Joe Burrow tried to connect with Jamar Chase on the flat there on a wide receiver bubble. It was a little bubble play. Threw the ball too high. Jamar Chase jumped up, tipped the football. That was scary there for just a second. But we're going to do this instead because there we go. Motion in the backfield. Irv Smith Jr. coming out. There's a quick throw out to the right-hand side instead. And Tyler Boyd makes the catch there. Gains a few yards. Not enough for a first. That'll bring up a third down. Third down coming up here. Probably a 3rd down and 7 based off what I saw there. Jamar Chase helping his buddy get his pads back in his jersey. 8 minutes left to go. In this first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, the only team to score so far is the Baltimore Ravens. 3rd and 7. Across midfield, shy of the red zone. Here we go from the 32-yard line. Joe Burrow calling an audible. Not enough time to make the changes. He turns around and calls a timeout. First timeout taken by the Cincinnati Bengals. First timeout taken by the Cincinnati Bengals. So we got to do this. How do I do this? Let's do this. Oh, sorry. Let me get that fixed for you. I'll make that change here from here. So since we don't have the drive chart, I guess it doesn't even matter anyways. 3rd down and 7. So I think Mark Andrews might be coming back. He is questionable to return. They said he didn't need to go to the x-ray, or maybe he is going into the x-ray room. Don't know. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. But here we go. 3rd down and 7. Shotgun formation from the Cincinnati Bengals. Seeing a lot of this going on. We've got some players shifting over. Play clock down to 2. Burrow takes the snap, throws the football. Oh, that is almost picked off. And that means that we're going to have a kick from Evan McPherson here coming up for the Cincinnati Bengals. Maybe 3 points to come up here on the board. Clock stops with 7:37. Joe Burrow unable to score 6 on his opening drive. All right, 50-yard field goal attempt coming up for Evan McPherson. 4th and 7 from the 32-yard line, 50. There's the snap. There's the kick. The kick is up. Oh, my goodness. Just barely inside the uprights. The kick is good. 50-yard field goal puts 3 more points on the board for this game. Cincinnati Bengals 3, Baltimore Ravens have 7, and we go to a commercial break. So when we get back from this commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, the Cincinnati Bengals will kick this one back to the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens gonna start this drive here in just a minute. Okay, let's do a Windows capture. Do that instead. So we're in a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to make a quick change here. And this is to help boost this stream for y'all, make you guys, hopefully y'all like what you see when I add this next piece to the puzzle here. We're going to do a capture. It's pretty good. Okay, that works. We'll do this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a commercial break. You're not missing anything at the moment. What I wanted to do was set y'all up with a bit of a drive chart. I know I had some requests for the drive chart throughout this season, so I figured we can bring it up for y'all. And that way you can be a little more plugged into everything that's happening in the game. Let's go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. So that's a little more data for y'all to follow. A little more for y'all to watch. Whenever you set your phone up, set your phone sideways and get a good look at this. And I like that. Let me know what y'all think. We can shrink it down even a little more. No, we'll keep it as is. That being said, I cannot close this screen, so I just need to layer it up. And now we're good. Okay, all set. All set. See, it's not that hard. It's pretty annoying. It's pretty hard. But it looks great, and it's worth it to me, and it's worth it to you, I hope. So far in this game, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and talk about it. The Baltimore Ravens on the far right-hand side of your screen, 75 total yards, 7 points on the board. Their first drive going for 75. 56 of those yards came through the air and 19 on the ground. On the other side of the football, the the Cincinnati Bengals on the left-hand side of your screen. The Cincinnati Bengals, only 29 total yards. Joe Burrow getting his calf still wrapped up. Looks like he might still be having issues with that right calf. They're just making sure that he's good to go. Here's the kick. That goes up, and we're back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to end up being a touchback, and the Baltimore Ravens will start this drive from the 25-yard line. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is how we live stream football. This is how you do sports radio. This is how you do color commentary. Right here, right now. You probably can't even tell that this tie is maroon. It probably just looks like a black tie. This will be the Ravens' first drive without Lamar Jackson in a few weeks. I'm sorry, without Mark Andrews in a few weeks. Let's see what they can do here. So, shotgun formation. Motion in the backfield. There's a snap, fakes the handoff. Jackson looks left, looks right. Deep shot right up the middle. All the way. OBJ wide open, but an incomplete pass. That was a bomb. That was a big throw right there. Big throw right there. And you can see that one. That's where the football landed. Don't know why it looks like just a short pass. That catch was actually, that pass hit the dirt in the at the 20-yard line. So a much bigger throw than what's projected underneath here. For second down and 10 coming up right now. Baltimore Ravens, second down and 10. There's a snap, there's the handoff, and a quick, immediate loss. Gus Edwards actually goes backwards. That was Keaton Mitchell actually on the carry. Keaton Mitchell right there on the carry. That is actually a tackle for a loss. And the Baltimore Ravens they're showing the motion and how quickly that came in. The left defensive end, Hendrickson, came in lightning fast. Just rushed right into that one. Here we go, Cincinnati Bengals on defense, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Third down and 14. Baltimore Ravens with the football. Play is stopped right now on 3rd and 14. They're up to the 21-yard line, but it looks like a timeout has been called. What is that one? I saw this, some kind of... So a foul penalty on 3rd and 14, a 5-yard penalty. Lou Anarumo, defensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bengals. His defense just made a mistake right there. Didn't quite catch what that call was, ladies and gentlemen, but that will move them up. Move the Baltimore Ravens up to the 26-yard line. They need to get to the 34. There's the snap on 3rd and 9. Winds up. Takes too much time. Lamar Jackson gets the football stripped. He has to go down and lays down on top of it quickly. But once again, Hudson in there. Sorry, Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson, the 3rd-round pick of the 2017 draft, wearing number 91. 6'4", 270 pounds, brought down Lamar Jackson on that one. A sack for the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals with the bag right there. There's the snap. Here's the kick. The kick is up on the punt for the 4th down. This will be returned up to the 35, trying to get to the 40, running flat, running horizontally instead of laterally. Jones goes down, doesn't quite get to the 40, but still pretty good field position for the Cincinnati Bengals. I just got to get that right. Bengals, Ravens. Ravens, Bengals, gotta get them right. I want to say Ravens on right, but the Ravens are on your right, which is my left, so I don't know my left from my right. Guys, it's one of those days today. It's been a long day. My brain low-key is super fried, ready for the weekend. Tomorrow is another day. So this punt goes back to the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals have the football now. We're in a commercial break, coming up for a commercial break. You're going to be looking at a 1st down and 10 from the Cincinnati Bengals 38-yard line. Now, finally, let me get to it. I got to see what you guys are up to. Larry Geis, yo, what's going on? The Ghost of Kiev, what is going on? Brian Parker, Ghost Cincinnati. Isaiah checking in as well. What's going on, guys? Appreciate y'all being here. I hope you guys are still hanging out with me. Thank y'all so much. Injuries is part of the game, says the Ghost of Kiev. You're absolutely right, my friend. Are you drinking a cold one? You know what, man? No, I'm not. Just drinking myself a sparkling water. That was 15 minutes ago, man. I wouldn't expect it. A lot of people just bounce in and out of the room, but if you're still in here with me, Ghost, I'm with you, brother. So, Larry, yo, what's going on? Brian Parker, go Cincinnati. Isaiah, my team is in the lead. Did not know you were a Baltimore Ravens fan, my little friend. Nice. Good to see that, Ghost. Good to see that. Thanks for being here, my friend. All right. Cool. So, not a whole lot going on for these two teams. Game has just kind of started. Before this last drive, the Baltimore Ravens had a total of 75 yards. They now have a total of 62. Baltimore Ravens now have a total of 62 total yards. We are in a commercial break. You guys aren't missing anything. These are the records for all of the teams across the NFL. I got to make sure I keep this one moving so you guys aren't staring at the same thing over and over again. Washington Commanders are sitting at 4-6. My Dallas Cowboys 6-3. Oh no, the poor New York Football Giants in terrible shape right now. But we are getting back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like the TV screen is getting back to the action here. So here we go. 1st and 10 coming up for Joe Burrow and gang. Single back formation up to the 38-yard line. Defense definitely showing blitz. And there's a toss to the right-hand side for Joe Mixon, who has to fight to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. He might have lost a little bit there. That'll still bring up a 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Cincinnati Bengals. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's go ahead and cut back to the X-ray so you can see. There you go. All right. Let's go ahead and scroll down just a little bit so y'all can see more of the developments. All right, 2nd down and 10. Cincinnati Bengals still on the 38-yard line after the punt. Joe Burrow trying to quarterback the situation. Play clock down to 2. Another timeout taken. What is going on? 2 timeouts taken by the quarterback at this point. Instead of losing the 5 yards, you're costing your team timeouts, which are that's not really. I mean, if I was the head coach, I'd be pretty pissed. I mean, you're just going to call timeouts. Nobody's listening to Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was trying to coordinate what was going on there. Burrow trying to coordinate, not having much luck with it. Here we go. T. Higgins on the sideline. So one less. Joe Burrow knows that T. Higgins knows the playbook. Let's see if these backup guys know what's going on. Thanks, Larry. Here we go. Shotgun formation, 2nd down and 10. 5 minutes left on the game clock in the first quarter. Pocket is holding. There's a throw on the drop back. Jamar Chase made the catch, didn't survive the ground. Went down. Let's see if they'll mark it a catch. They're going to mark it an incomplete pass. He did not survive the ground. Football popped out. So the second time that Jamar Chase has gotten a look, gotten his hands to the football and didn't complete the catch. Let's watch that one more time. Here's the throw on an out route for Jamar Chase. He was closely covered, but he didn't have full control of the football. That's a great breakup there by the defense. Really good job by the Baltimore Ravens defensively there to stop that play, because that would have been a 1st down play. That brings up a 3rd down, and 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Bengals. There's the snap. So Joe Burrow in trouble. He runs into a wall. He tries to go, but he goes nowhere. And there's a bag for the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens getting to Joe Burrow, and that'll bring up a 4th down for the Tigers. Well, the Bengals, but whatever. Clowney in there to make the tackle, to make the stop. Good job by him to get in there. Straight in. He blew off that right side of the line. Broke right in. Did a great job. Here we go. 4th down and 17. Waiting for the punt is Robbins. He takes it. He punts it. This one goes up and away. Signaled a fair catch at the 30-yard line. Signaled a fair catch at the 30. All right, Ghost, Larry, Brian, my friend. What's going on, fellas? Appreciate y'all being here as always. Appreciate each and every one of you who are in here in this live room. My name is Mario Manuel. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time checking out this channel, please consider liking and subscribing to it if you have not seen this channel before. I am glad that you joined. I'm glad that you're here watching this. The truth is that I could not do this without you guys watching my content and watching the stuff that I've got going out here for you guys. The last game that we covered was Monday Night Football with the Broncos and the Bills. Yo, that game was fire, man. That game was so much fun. Thinking about that game puts a big smile on my face. I was expecting that to just be a dead Monday Night Football match, but we had this room packed, and it was a lot of fun, man. I really, really enjoyed that game. Very, very close game. I mean, wow. Good one. It was. And once again, another game. Last week was the game for the field goal champions. I mean, that was the kicker's week right there. Week 10 was the kicker's week. Such big games. Both of these teams that are playing right here, right now, lost last week because of a walk-off field goal. Lost to the Cincinnati Bengals, lost to the Houston Texans by 3 points. The Baltimore Ravens lost to the Cleveland Browns by 2. So, yeah, a field goal decided both of their games. And then Monday night, this past Monday night for Monday Night Football, that game was also decided by a walk-off field goal. So, last-minute victories going down to the wire. Had a lot of fun covering those games. Always stoked to cover those games, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we are in a commercial break. You're not missing anything at the moment. Thanksgiving is 1 week away. Happy Turkey Day, guys. Not going to be going live that day. At least I don't think. I don't think I've got the right scheduling for it. But definitely excited to watch some football. Love it. Love it. All about it. So, gonna have some fun this week coming up. Got a luncheon tomorrow at work. Oh, that reminds me, I need to pick up cranberry sauce and gravy. Not that that means anything to you guys, but just hanging out there with you guys. Thanks for loving me and supporting me. Here we go. 1st down and 10 coming up here for the Baltimore Ravens. 1st down and 10 coming up right here for the Baltimore Ravens. There's a snap. There's a handoff. Gus Edwards goes out to the left side of that. Tries to pick up some yardage. Gains about 2. That'll bring up a 2nd down for the Ravens. 2nd down coming up here. 2nd down and about 8. 2nd down and about 8. So, Lamar Jackson has the football right now. It is in the hands of the Baltimore Ravens. 2nd down and 8, the Baltimore Ravens up to their own 33-yard line. So here we go. Play clock, game clock are still ticking. There's a snap, fakes the handoff. Lamar Jackson tries to go right, doesn't like it, goes left, throws to Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards makes the catch, gains a few yards. That'll bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down, maybe a gain of 5 on that one. Gain of 4. So they'll call that a 3rd down and 4 from the 37-yard line. Baltimore Ravens still haven't crossed midfield. They did earlier in the game. That's how they got their 7 points. But here comes a 3rd down and 4. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Baltimore Ravens on their own 37-yard line. Shotgun formation. Gus Edwards to the right of Lamar Jackson, and we have motion in the backfield. There's the snap. Jackson looks right, doesn't like it, looks left, finds a ton of Bengals players as he scrambles out to the sideline and shovel passes the football forward as he's tackled and taken out of bounds. And Lamar Jackson is down now on the sideline, on his own sideline. On his back, they're calling a stop. Mark Andrews and Lamar Jackson out right now. Let's watch this one again. So Lamar Jackson gets himself wrapped up. Did he get his funny bone stepped on maybe? As Wilson got up? I don't know. Lamar Jackson goes up. Wilson stands up, takes a step. Oh, steps on the inside of the forearm of Lamar Jackson. He got stepped on right in here. I don't know if that was malicious or if that was just... That could have been averted, though. So Lamar Jackson got stepped on right in here. That probably hurts. Still, though, that was a 3rd down play. That brings up a 4th down. So here's the punt. This one goes the other way. It will be returned. That's a good kick. Inside the 10 is where it's fielded from. He gets up to the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, and out to about the 27. There's a flag that comes in late. Multiple flags coming in. Lamar Jackson going into the blue tent right now. Flags coming in. Let's find out. Unnecessary roughness on the Baltimore Ravens. Could barely hear the ref here. Anyways, Justice Hill was the one who was called on that one. Okay. So, sprained ankle, sprained PCL for Lamar Jackson. He was out last season, missing a bunch of games as well. I mean, he missed from what? He missed a whole month last season. More than that. But here we go. Andrews is already out. And now Lamar Jackson going down might mean that the Cincinnati Bengals are going to have a chance to win this one. I mean, they always have a chance to win this one, but that is actual serious implications here. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Joe Burrow takes the snap. Looks right. Has time in the pocket. Throws right up the middle. That's a good catch. The catch is made. Tyler Boyd picking up a 1st down. No. Oh, my gosh. That looked like he caught it, but an incomplete pass. So, good job by the defense to break that one up. Cincinnati Bengals. No catch right there. So, incomplete pass brings up a 2nd down, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd down coming up right here. 2nd down. Okay. 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation from the 42. Joe Burrow takes the snap, hands that off to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon finds a hole. Joe Mixon gets past the 2nd shelf, picks up about 13, 14 yards, picks up the 1st down. And we got a 1st down for the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, let's go. 1st down for the Cincinnati Bengals. Again, don't care who wins in this one. Brian Parker, a Cincinnati Bengals fan, so that must have been a good one for you to watch. You know that had to hurt. Yeah, that definitely had to hurt Lamar Jackson getting stepped on the inside of the forearm. There's the snap. There's a toss on an end around. Jamar Chase gets around the corner, and he gets pulled down, but looks like he picked up the 1st down. They're going to give it to him. 1st down for the Cincinnati Bengals. 10 yards on the end around. A quick toss right there. Good handoff right there. Jamar Chase, that's the first positive yardage that he has right there. Well, he has 1 receiving yard, but that gives him some good yardage on the ground. Here we go. 1st and 10 after the 1st down. Waiting for the snap is Joe Burrow. Joe Mixon to his left. Play clock down to 7. There's the snap. Here they come. They bring 4 in. That's going to be enough to get to him. 4. They rush 4, and Robinson gets in to lay down Joe Burrow, and another bag for the Baltimore Ravens defense. Another sack. Clock is ticking. That'll bring up a 2nd down. Joe Burrow going down there. 2nd down and 17 from the 41-yard line. Here's Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. Now they're in a T formation. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Joe Burrow backs up. Pocket holds. There's a shot. All the way down. Overthrown. Right up the ladder. Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow. That is their typical connection on the outside. Jamar Chase beat the defense on that one. He won the assignment. Joe Burrow, an inaccurate throw down the sideline. Total passing yards for the Cincinnati Bengals, -3, y'all. -3 yards for the Cincinnati Bengals through the air. That just can't be right. It's what it said here. That's what it said on the screen. That's not what it says. Anyways, here we go. There's a snap, shotgun formation. Joe Burrow in the pocket, throws short underneath. Looks like Drew Simple is the one who picks that one up. He gains enough just to get to the sticks, almost back to the original line of scrimmage, and Lamar Jackson is going back into the locker room right now. Here's a 4th down. They're at the 35-yard line, so this would bring up a okay, he's not going to the sideline. Okay, he's not going to the locker room. Lamar Jackson seems to be okay. Okay, well, 4th down is coming up right here for the Cincinnati Bengals. That is the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. End of the first quarter. These hip drop tackles seem to be hurting some of these players. So that's the end of the first quarter. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. My name is Mario Manuel. You guys are fantastic. Thursday night football and a good matchup, at least on paper or at least in Madden. So far, defensively, both of these teams have, for the most part, held their own. There's not a whole lot going on. There's not a whole lot of offense that we can really report. I could use myself some water, which is what I had here, some sparkling water, but I'd have to go sprint downstairs to go get it. No worries. No worries. Let's check the chat and see what's going on with you guys. Yeah, so not a whole lot. Quiet room once again. That's totally fine. I got no problem with it. When we get back to the action, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a 4th and 11. I know you probably can't see it on the drive chart, but it does tell you exactly what has gone on right now and what is going on. Based off of the last play, the Baltimore Ravens have a 67.4% winning. That's according to ESPN. Baltimore Ravens, as of right now, heading into the second quarter, the Baltimore Ravens have a 67.4% of winning, but I don't think that they've accounted for the fact that Lamar Jackson is also trying to get his health back. He just got stepped on, hip drop tackled, had his ankle rolled on as well. Let's see how mobile Lamar Jackson comes into this. And, of course, we're missing Mark Andrews. He may not come back in this game. He's going back to the locker room to have x-rays and MRIs done. So maybe not MRIs, but at least x-ray for sure. Make sure that he's... Yeah. Hopefully Mark Andrews is okay. Let's hope that he is. But when we get back from this commercial break, it'll be a 4th down and 11 on the Ravens' 35-yard line. This drive so far, Cincinnati Bengals have gone 6 plays, 23 yards, 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Not a lot of offense coming from the Cincinnati Bengals. That's putting it mildly. It's been a pretty bad game for the Cincinnati Bengals. There we go. That's better, right? Don't know if you can see that or not, but that's there for you. Looks like it's a 53-degree night right now in Baltimore. That sounds like fun. That does sound like a good night. 4th down and 11, ladies and gentlemen. Start of the second quarter, 15 minutes. Here is a 53-yard field goal attempt from Evan McPherson from the right hash. 53-yarder. There's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. The kick is up. This one is no good. Just hooked to the left. And that is no good, ladies and gentlemen. That kick is going to miss out to the left-hand side. Evan McPherson makes one, misses one, and the score will stay 7-3. The score will stay 7-3. The last field goal from McPherson was just so close inside to that right post. This time he overcorrected and pushed it too far out left. That means that the Baltimore Ravens are going to take over on their own 43-yard line. Short field. Lamar Jackson is coming back out onto the field, so it looks like he's okay. Let's see if he's going to be shaken by that last injury that he looks to have avoided, really, but here we go. 1st and 10, Baltimore Ravens now have the football on the 43-yard line. Missed field goal means that the Ravens get to take over with good field position. 10 touchdowns on 224 passes for Mark Andrews with Mark Andrews this season. He is out right now. May not come back to this game. Starting the second quarter, Baltimore Ravens right now have the football. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Gus Edwards tries to go out the left-hand side, finds some space, but doesn't get much running room. And that time it was actually Keaton Mitchell. So Keaton Mitchell took that football. Gained maybe 1 yard. That'll bring up a second down. Second down coming up here for the Baltimore Ravens. They're showing that hip drop tackle once again. Mark Andrews' ankle. Second down and 7. 44-yard line. There's the snap. There's a pump fake and a throw up the middle. No flag on the play. Incomplete. Maybe a flag. Maybe a late flag. It came in very, very late. Very, very late. Let's see. They're going to say pass interference, I think. Yep. Pass interference. Defense. Number 23. Spot of the foul. That was Hill who was called for that one. That was Hill who was called for that one. Dax Hill. Let's take a quick look at Dax Hill. Let's take a quick look at Mr. Hill here, eh? The free safety with the hold right there. Sorry, the pass interference. That brings up the Baltimore Ravens. That brings up the Baltimore Ravens all the way across midfield to the 51. There's a snap, and here's a big throw all the way down to the far right-hand side, and that is tipped. Great job by the defense right there. Rashad Bateman was the one who was going all the way down. That would have broken for a touchdown had that happened, but he was covered by the corner pretty well there. That looked like that was Taylor Britt who made the stop. Cam Taylor Britt. Good job. Great job by him. Cam Taylor Britt. There's the snap. And Lamar Jackson was going to hand that one off on second down. Decides not to. Runs forward. Gains about 3 yards. That'll bring up a third down and 7. Yeah, so the blitz was coming in, and Lamar Jackson saw that coming in at the very last moment. Able to get away. Good job by Lamar Jackson there to get free. Here we go, third down and 8. Here we go, third down and 8 from the 47 across midfield. There's the snap. And Lamar Jackson is in trouble quickly. That offensive line is not holding up very well today. That's going to bring up a fourth down and 8 coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. And here comes another punt. The punt team coming back out. This might be too far for the field goal. Yeah, I don't think they'll go for this one. But this offensive line, for the most part, for the Baltimore Ravens, should be in good shape. Well, Andrew Voorhees out. Yeah, they've got some players out. Not a big deal, though. Here we go. Punt team getting ready to send this one back. Here's Stout. Jordan Stout kicking this one back. Said Swift. Here's Taylor Swift. Here's the kick. This one is going to be fielded at the 18-yard line, but go backwards. So no gain there. Decent punt that puts the Cincinnati Bengals coming out onto the field on their own 18-yard line. Lamar Jackson drafted in the 2018 draft. Joe Burrow drafted in the 2020 draft. 5-year extension. Both of these guys, y'all. Both of them getting paid over $250 million for their 5-year contracts. They're making $1 million a week. You got to be kidding me. Stupid. Stupid money. Here we go. 18-yard line. Motion in the backfield from Jamar Chase. There's the snap and a handoff. And that goes forward, a gain of about 7, maybe 8 right there. Maybe less. I think maybe a gain of 6. Let's see where he gets that football up to. Let's go back to my notes here. So that'll bring up a second down. We got a second down. Cincinnati Bengals looking at a second down and 4. Up to the 24-yard line. Pretty solid gain on first down from Joe Mixon, a 6-yard pickup. That will work. 48 rushing yards today so far for the Cincinnati Bengals. There's the snap, fakes the handoff. Joe Burrow steps back, has all day, changes his mind, and now he has to scramble and throw underneath. Throws that one to Irv Smith Jr. Changed his mind about the deep shot. Was getting ready to throw a monster bomb. 3rd and 4. 3rd down. Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down for the Cincinnati Bengals. Here comes a 3rd down and 4 from the 24-yard line. They need to get up to the 28 in order to move the sticks. Got to get up to the 28 to move the sticks. Here we go. 3rd down and 4. Shotgun formation. Burrow takes a snap. Pocket is holding. He looks right. He throws right. Catch is made. Big catch made by Hudson, the tight end, number 87. And a big first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's go. He goes out and up, climbs the ladder after going out. Good route run. Burns the defense, finds the pocket right there, and Joe Burrow knows exactly where to put that one. That is where he likes to put it when Jamar Chase is open, because Jamar Chase has the speed, but Hudson has the size. Good catch by him. Motion man right now is Tyler Boyd from the 45-yard line. There's a snap and a handoff to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon will take the football. Gain about 3 yards on that first down play. So now we have a second down. Second down coming up for the Cincinnati Bengals. So a second down and 7. Up to the 48-yard line, Cincinnati Bengals have the football. They have not crossed midfield yet, so they're just shy of midfield. Just shy of midfield. Let's see if my drive chart will update here. Second down and 7. Motion in the backfield once again from Tyler Boyd. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Fakes the handoff. Pocket holds. Throws. Once again to the tight end. This time it's Drew Simple. Mr. Sample, excuse me, not Simple. That would be too easy, wouldn't it? So that'll be good enough for a first down. A big catch right there by Drew Simple. Moves the sticks. First down and 10. Coming up, 1st and 10. We've upset the screen. We've upset the balance. Here we go, waiting for the snap is Joe Burrow. There's the snap and a handoff. Joe Mixon finds space. He goes out to the left-hand side on 1st and 10, and he picks up about 7, which will bring up a second down and 3. Second down and 3 about to come your way, ladies and gentlemen. The game clock says that there are 10 minutes, just a little more than 10 minutes left in the first half of this football game. Just a few minutes. 10 short minutes. That'll go by quickly. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Your pretty little head. Let's get this set the right way. I apologize for that. Here we go. Second down and 4. Waiting right now. Play clock down to 1. There's the snap. And this might be a delay of game. Yep. Delay of game by the offense. Delay of game by the offense, ladies and gentlemen. Good job by the officials to blow the whistle dead there. Sometimes they do let them get away with it. I appreciate them actually calling this one the way it should have been done. Always nice to see the officials doing their job properly. I mean, they might have given them that extra second, but good job. Here we go. Second down coming up right here. Second down and 9, y'all. Second down and 9. There's the snap. Joe Burrow looks left. He throws left. That's a screen set up on the left-hand side. This is intended for Tyler Boyd. He does make the catch. He picks up about 5. So that should bring up a second down, a third down, excuse me, a third down and 4 coming up right here. This should bring up a third down and 4. This should bring up a 3rd down and 4 up to the Baltimore Ravens 33-yard line. Up to the Baltimore Ravens 33-yard line. 8 minutes and 47 seconds left in this first quarter. Cincinnati Bengals have the football. Waiting for the snap is Joe Burrow in the shotgun formation. Here we go. There it is. He has time in the pocket, throws a shot medium. That's going to be a jump, and that's going to be a catch from Tyler Boyd. A big first down for Tyler Boyd. First down. 13-yard catch right there for Tyler Boyd, number 83. And that will move the sticks. First down. That puts them just outside of the red zone. They might actually be on the 20-yard line, so they are going to be at the Baltimore 20. Tyler Boyd with the catch, so they're on the red zone, not in it. Motion in the backfield from Sample. There's the snap. Joe Burrow quickly throws underneath for a Joe Mixon screen. Joe Mixon goes forward, uses the truck stick, picks up the first down, 10 yards carried by Joe Mixon. Don't want to be on the wrong side of that guy. Good move right there. So here we go. 1st and goal coming up right here. That takes them up to the 10-yard line. Well, they're going to change that. This is going to be a 2nd down and inches. They're going to say that he was short of the line to gain. So that comes back. They're going to mark that good for 9. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 1. 2nd and inches, but 2nd and 1. 7.5. We're halfway through the second quarter. Shotgun formation, motion in the backfield. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Joe Mixon does pick up the first down this time. And a real first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals picking up that first down right there. This drive has been a long drive. We're up to 6 minutes on this one. 10 plays on this drive. We've now got a 1st down and goal. A 1st and goal from the 8-yard line coming up for the Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. Waiting for the snap. False start. Gonna push the Cincinnati Bengals back. So a false start will push back the Cincinnati Bengals. Number 66, 5-yard penalty. Gillum called for that one. So, 6:48, that's going to stop the clock, and the clock will wind. So, 6:40 left in this first half. Cincinnati Bengals have the football. Bengals up to the 8-yard line. We've got a 1st down and goal. Actually, the penalty pushed them back to the 13. So, 1st and goal from the 13. Joe Burrow takes the snap. 3 to the right, but he looks left, throws left. Joe Mixon, the receiver on that side, takes them right back to that 8-yard line. I'm going to mark him down at about the 9. So 2nd down and goal for the Cincinnati Bengals. 2nd down and goal coming up for the Cincinnati Bengals. We're getting close. Getting close to halftime. Getting close to that 2-minute warning. Shotgun formation. Joe Burrow waiting for the snap. Joe Mixon moves to the right side of Joe Burrow. There it is. Joe Burrow throws out to the right. Joe Mixon makes the catch. Joe Mixon goes in, and Joe Mixon gets the touchdown. Receiving touchdown for the Cincinnati Bengals. Touchdown, Cincy. That will give them the lead. The score is now 9-7. No flags on the play. No flags on the play right now. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So, Joe Mixon made the catch, goes out to the right-hand side. He made the catch on the right, goes for the pylon, gets past the defense. Here comes the extra point attempt, waiting for the snap. There's the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up. The kick is good. The score is now 10-7. The score is now 10-7. Both teams have scored touchdowns on this half. Joe Burrow throws the football, and when he throws the football, he grabs his wrist. He throws the football and immediately looks at his hands and bends over Joe Burrow after that throw. No contact on there. Just a throw, and it looks like that's not good. That's definitely not good. A non-contact wrist injury. A non-contact wrist injury happening for Joe Burrow. That's never good. Okay, so we're at a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, after that score. After that score, we are at a commercial break. If this is your first time checking out this channel, my name is Mario Manuel. Whether you are watching this live stream because you can't catch the game at home, or maybe you're just sick of your regular corporate broadcasters, I am here to bring you every snap, every play, and every down. So if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up on this video. Let's help get this video out to other people just like you who are looking for content like this. Give me a thumbs up. If this is your first time checking us out, you don't want to commit just yet, that's totally fine. But if you like what you see, you know what to do, and if you love what you see, you can hit me with that subscribe. My name is Mario Manuel. You're watching Football Nation. Super excited to be here with you guys. And yeah, earlier this year, I was a referee. So I got to referee high school and middle school football. I had a lot of fun doing that this season. It was really hard to balance life at that time. Had a whole lot going on. Wednesdays and Friday nights were going to be booked. Wednesdays and Friday nights booked by football. Thursday nights, Sunday nights, Monday nights are booked by football. I really only had Tuesdays and Saturdays, and it was crazy. It was crazy. But we're back to it, and some good things, some great things, honestly, have happened for me and this channel so far. Finally, this channel has been able to become monetized. Finally, this channel, I've got some subscribers. My subscriber count is slowly climbing. I am on the hunt to get to 5,000 subs. Very much looking forward to it. They're taping a football. What was that? That was so crazy. Joe Burrow threw the football and immediately was just like, looking at his arm. His throwing hand, too. So something's going on with Burrow. So I don't know. Maybe Joe Burrow hurt his hand. It's definitely his throwing hand, but that might be a problem. That could be an issue. Okay, don't know what's going on with my hair. Can't get that to stop. But not what we're here to do. We're here to talk about football, ladies and gentlemen. Atlanta Falcons 4-6, New Orleans Saints. Let's see what happens with them. We've got some good matchups coming up, actually, and I'll get into that during halftime. We can talk about all of the matchups coming up. We are back to the action. So right now, the Baltimore Ravens have the football. Baltimore Ravens have the football. There's a snap and a handoff to the right-hand side. That's actually Zay Flowers with the carry. That's good for Zay Flowers, picking up some additional yardage. Good job right there. So, not enough for a first down, but that's a good carry for about 7. So, second down and 3 coming up. Second down and 3. Waiting for the snap is Lamar Jackson. He takes the snap. There's a throw. Zay Flowers makes the catch this time on the left side. Oh, finds space. Gets up to the third shelf, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Baltimore. Only problem is there is a flag on the play, so let's see if this one will stand. Let's see if this is going to stand. And it may not. This one might be coming back. Holding. Holding. Holding, holding, holding. Uh-oh. There we go. Good job, though, Zay Flowers. You can at least see what he's capable of. You can at least see what he's capable of. Wow. They're saying that should be a touchdown for the Ravens, that was a bad call by the officials. Didn't get a chance to watch that. Sorry about that. I was making an adjustment on the screen here. Let's see if I can't fix this. But Joe Burrow is going back to the locker room right now. He might not be able to throw the football. Oh, and now we've got administrative issues. And this has just really been a weird game. Joe Burrow going back to the locker room. That is not a good sign. It's on his throwing arm. He's going to go get looked at right now. Of course. Of course. So, it looks like he can't grip the ball right now. Yeah. He's getting ready to throw the football. He goes like this, and he can't even move the football forward. I wonder if it's in his arm. He can't grip the football, but they're going to need someone else. And yikes, man. How much time is Joe Burrow going to lose? How many people picked up Burrow too? Dude gets paid $275 million. I mean, I would throw with my left hand. His dad was there. Yikes. His dad, Jimmy Burrow, was there watching his son. Anyways. So they're going to a commercial break. Joe Burrow out right now, leaving the game. There was a drone over the stadium. This could be a problem. This could be a serious problem. This might take a while, ladies and gentlemen. So these rules must apply as well, I guess, to the NFL. But if there is a drone above the stadium or a drone above the field of play, the game must be stopped. And right now, there is a drone over the stadium in Baltimore. And this game is going to have to be stopped right now for a delay for this drone. For a drone right now. So let's see. Mark Andrews goes down. He may not be coming back. He got hip drop tackled and his ankle got rolled up underneath. So that's one player missing. Now Joe Burrow goes down. Joe Burrow can't grip the football, can't throw the football. So two people that you've probably started in your fantasy lineups. We had a Lamar Jackson scare. So three of the biggest names on the field right now, probably the three biggest names on the field right now. That's crazy, man. But Lamar Jackson is okay at the moment. Yikes, y'all. 5 minutes before halftime, and we've got this coming up. 5 minutes before halftime, and we've got this coming up. Well, since we're here, let's see what's going on. Bob, thank you. Roger, thank you. Adriano, yo, Adriano, I haven't seen you in a while, my friend. It has been a very long time. Thanks, Christina. Nice tie, she says. Love it, love it, love it. Thanks, guys, for checking in. Thanks for being here, Bob. Appreciate it. Sorry that if I missed you on here. Adriano, Roger, what is going on, guys? I'm going to drop some love for y'all here. The hearts. All these hearts for you, my friends. Thank y'all so much for being here. So, here we go. We are in a commercial break. We are having some technical issues on the field. Nothing to do with injury. Nothing to do with... So, Joe Burrow, they're showing a clip. Joe Burrow already was wearing a wrist sleeve. And now they're showing Joe Burrow on the sidelines just trying to grip and throw a football, and he cannot do it. After that play right there, there was a drone issue, so that brought up a first and something, a gain of 1, and now we've got a 2nd and 9. So here's a quick throw out to the left-hand side on 2nd down and 9. Gus Edwards makes the catch out to the left. Gus Edwards picks up some yardage. We're now looking at a 3rd down this side. 3rd down. Third down coming up here for the Baltimore Ravens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Football Nation. Here we go, 3rd down and 5. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. He looks left, he looks right, he looks right again and throws that one. That's going to be a catch, and that is OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. turning on the Jets, looking like he turned back the clock. Big first down right there by Odell Beckham Jr. Good throw. He came in on the slot. A post, a little zig, and that ended up being a slant. Odell, good run by him. Way to shake and bake the defense right there. Gain some yardage. That picks up a big first down. Lamar Jackson now gets up to 97 yards. There's the snap, fakes the handoff. Lamar Jackson's pocket, holding all day. He's got time. Where's the hold? Nothing being called. Someone finally breaks through, and now Lamar Jackson is on the move, and still, oh my gosh, he had 10 seconds, 10 full seconds, and he still lost 3 yards. So that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here comes a 3rd down. Sorry, a 2nd down. After the first down catch from Odell Beckham, that was a tackle for a loss on 1st down, loss of 2. That'll go down as a sack for the Cincinnati Bengals. Odell was wide open, though. He absolutely could have 50-50'd for that one. Lamar Jackson takes it on 2nd and 12. There's a throw underneath. This time the catch is made. A short gain there. Justice Hill with the catch out of the backfield. So a wrist issue, a right wrist issue for Joe Burrow, questionable to return. He's out right now, can't grip the football. What does that mean for the Cincinnati Bengals, who just took the lead right now? 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. The Ravens have the football. He's got time in the pocket, throws, that gets tipped and still finds its way to a player, and that goes all the way. Is that Nelson Aguilar with the touchdown? There's a flag on the play. He was not the intended receiver, Nelson Aguilar. It was tipped by Taylor Britt. And that goes up. There's a flag on the play. Let's see if that's on the offense or the defense. Let's find out what the officials have to say, but this might be a touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens. Illegal use of the hands to the face on the defense, which means that penalty will be declined, and the Baltimore Ravens are going to take the lead with a touchdown grab for Nelson Aguilar. Right place, right time. He was not the intended receiver. That pass was going for Zay Flowers. No, that was actually going to Isaiah Likely, and it just got tipped in the air by the linebacker. And Nelson Aguilar was there for the catch. He caught that ball, right place, right time. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is now 14-10. Baltimore Ravens 14. Cincinnati Bengals now have 10. On a tip drill right there. It looked like that was Pratt who got his hand there. And that is a beautiful catch. Taylor Britt was called for the hands to the face. Penalty declined. Tip drill, Nelson Aguilar, right place, right time, gets the football, does a front flip into the end zone, and that puts 7 points on the board. Who would have thought that Nelson Aguilar would be good for a 37-yard touchdown today? Should have fired him up in your DraftKings lineup. I think I put him in 1. But I also think I had Joe Burrow as like my team captain, so that's not going to happen. That means that definitely means that they're going to be using a lot more of Joe Mixon. They're going to be using a lot of Joe Mixon moving forward. What are the Cincinnati Bengals going to do? It's been a few months, man. Surgery, but happy to be back. Yo, man, great to see you, Adriano. I don't have my whiskey these days. I've been trying to cut back a little bit, but I would rather be drinking. I don't know, man. There's something that's just so good about football and beer. Anyways, last night or on Monday night, we had a glass of wine, a couple glasses of wine. That was pretty good, too, for a Monday Night Football. Good vibe for that game. Felt pretty good doing that one. But we're back. We're back for another season, Adriano. It's been since last season, my friend. It has been since last season. So, Joe Burrow is looking like he was going to come back. I think they might just let him hang out for now, but Browning is in. Browning is in. And here we go, single back formation with 2:20 left in the first half. Fakes the handoff, and that's going to be a throw. A good throw from Browning. Medium-sized shot. That's good from Drew Sample to pick up the first down. Let's go. Yeah, dude, I know. I did drink wine. I legitimately went with wine. Hey, it was red wine. Right? So it wasn't like I was drinking a Moscato or something like that. We keep it classy. We like Chiantis, Cabs. That ain't no football beverage. You're right, sir. You are absolutely right. Definitely need myself something a little stronger than that. But we picked up a drinking game that I thought was just starting to get out of control, man. We had a drinking game that I thought was starting to get out of control. Let me see. Let me grab it really quick. And I'll tell you why. I'll show you why it got out of control. Okay. All right. Here we go. So, this game is called The Last Leg. Let me get you the box cover right here. You can find this on Amazon. But it is a football drinking game. Let me get closer for you guys and let you guys see this one. You're going to have to send you something? Okay, that'd be cool, man. That'd be pretty cool if you did. So check this out. This game is called The Last Leg. Green screen effect might hurt that a little bit. But The Last Leg, football drinking game. Anyways, these are the cards that come out here. And the way that this game is supposed to be played is that it's a two-player game. It's a two-player game. And these are the rules. You pick up 5 cards. Your player next to you picks up 5 cards. Each of these cards you get points for, but you also get drinking penalties for. So, in this drinking game, the point of the game, just like in football, is to get the most points. Anyways, let's say you had these 5 cards, the first 5 cards that came into my hand. The next rushing play over 5 yards, you got to take a drink. That's good for 1 point. The next QB rush, you got to take a drink. That's good for 1 point. The next passing touchdown, you take 2 drinks. That's good for 1 point. A lot of these are pretty basics, but we've got some interesting ones in here like pass interference. That's good for 2 points. You take 2 drinks. Next onside kick, you got to take 3 drinks. That's good for 2 points. The next one-handed catch, you take 3 drinks, and you get 3 points for that one. So if you have these cards in your hand, you see the progress of the game. Anyways, when you're playing by yourself and you're just constantly pulling cards just to see what's out there, like we were doing, it's a pretty brutal game to play. You get hit hard. And I already have experience with you, Adriano, getting me hammered on camera. Did that last year. Did not work out well. Man, I was waiting to see. I honestly was telling Christina the last time, wondering where you were. Here we go. 1st and 10. There's a snap. There's a handoff. That goes out to the left-hand side, and Joe Mixon will pick up about 3 yards right there. Flag on the play. Let's see who that one's going to be on. Don't know what side that one's going to be on, but let's go ahead and get back to this cut screen here for y'all. Flag on the play. Illegal use of hands to the face on the defense. Baltimore Ravens being called for the penalty there. Illegal use of hands to the face. Oh, no way. Oh, way. Getting called for that, hands to the face. Good call by the official. Putting his hands on Kappa's face mask. So here we go. First down, an automatic first down, 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. There's the snap, and we've got time in the pocket here. A lollipop throw out to the left-hand side. There's not much zip There's not much zip to this guy's passing. So Joe Burrow is out of the game right now. Joe Burrow is not on the field. He's having a wrist issue. So right now, Jake Browning is coming in. The undrafted rookie quarterback. Undrafted rookie quarterback, walk-on quarterback. Not picked up in this draft. Shotgun formation from the 45. There's the snap. Looks left, looks right, throws on a screenplay. Joe Mixon fighting to make the catch, and he does. And the user truck stick will get them up to the 50-yard line. Not enough for a first down. Need to get to the 45-yard line on the other side of midfield, but that puts them on the midfield line. So here we go. A 3rd down and 5 coming up. A 3rd down and 5. Joe Mixon coming off the field. Travian Williams coming on for him. Travian Williams picking up right now. We're across midfield, actually. It looks like we're at the 48. Need to get to the 45, so 3rd and 3. There's the snap. Jake Browning has time. Jake Browning delivers a shot, and it's caught right there by Trent Irwin. A big first down, a rocket, a fastball. The first one seen by him, and we got a first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining in this first half. Joe Burrow called multiple timeouts, and that might come back to haunt them, but they need to get this one off quickly. They only have 1 minute left. So good job, good catch by Trent Irwin. I don't know. They might say that Trent Irwin didn't catch it. There's an official review. This is going to be reviewed to see if Trent Irwin's made the catch. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. So, commercial break. We're hanging out. We're at a commercial break. For those of you who were just checking out my live room, my name is Mario Manuel. Thank you so much for watching. We do this on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. Right here on Football Nation. A pleasure to have you in the room. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to hook you guys on my football commentary. I know you have a lot of options when it comes to live stream commentary. Ladies and gentlemen, scrolling by on the bottom of the screen right now are going to be your top performers from Week 10. This is actually omitting Monday night's football game. Monday night's football game between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. What a game that was, man. That was one of the better games of the week on top of it. What a good game. That was a lot of fun to cover. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here. So, if you got to catch that game with me, rock on. I love it. Thanks. If you didn't, you missed out. Hey, gorgeous. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at a commercial break. I will be right back. Hang tight. The shotgun formation. Typically used on passing downs like 2nd and long or 3rd and medium, and it has a lot of variations. The quarterback is 5 yards behind the center, and the running back is on either side of him. This is the single back formation. It looks like what it sounds like. The quarterback is under center, and you have a single running back directly behind him. This also has many variations. This is the pistol formation. It's like the single back formation, but the quarterback is 5 yards behind the center. So this buys time for play action plays. Here we have the I formation. It's typically used for short yardage situations. There are 2 running backs behind the quarterback. The front runner blocks and the second finds the holes. And then of course we have the empty backfield, or 5 wide. The quarterback stands in the backfield alone. Typically this is used in obvious passing down situations like 3rd and long or Hail Marys. Subscribe to my channel. So after review, the receiver did not maintain control of the football. So on 3rd and 5, I believe was that play. Let's take another quick look at it. But they're saying that he did not maintain control of the football through the fall. Did not maintain control of the football through the ground, and therefore it is an incomplete. And that's going to come back. That one there is going to come back, ladies and gentlemen. So, incomplete. Incomplete play right there is going to bring up a 4th down and 3. So wind it back, bring it back. No first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. 4th down and 3, 1 minute and 38 seconds left to go in this first half. They're going to go for it on 4th down, maybe try to get them to bite. Joe Mixon switching over to the left-hand side. Jake Browning, the quarterback, still waiting for the football. Play clock down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No snap coming. And so they're going to lose the 5 yards, delay of game. This is going to be kicked back. The Cincinnati Bengals trying to get the Baltimore Ravens to bite, but that was pretty obvious. I mean, if they had gone for it, that would have been pretty crazy. If they had gone for it, that, you know. But if Joe, he literally just took the words out of my mouth. They may have actually gone for it if Joe Burrow was healthy and the quarterback right now. But he's not, so instead, here comes a punt from the Cincinnati Bengals back to the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens going to pick up the football here with 1 minute and 38 seconds left to go on the clock. So we're just shy of halftime. Whichever one you don't want. There's the punt. Love you too. Girlfriend coming home from a long day of work. Long day of work. Ooh, that view of Mark Andrews and his ankle getting rolled up, that was a nasty view. And Lamar Jackson, same thing. His ankle got rolled up. Haven't seen much of him, and now Joe Burrow can't with his wrist. Immediately holding his wrist. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it. 1 minute, 30 seconds left. Out to the 20-yard line. There's Lamar Jackson who takes the snap. Pocket starts to crumble. He has to scramble. Running out to the right. He throws the football, just gets rid of it. And on 1st and 10, an incomplete pass will bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. 2nd down and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens coming up. That does stop the clock. The Ravens also have all 3 of their timeouts. So no more Mark Andrews. Without Mark Andrews, they can't seem to move the football very effectively. I mean, that's going to happen when you lose one of the best in the game at the tight end spot. And he is out. Like, out. So here we go. 20-yard line. Lamar Jackson once again takes the snap. He scrambles out of the pocket to the left. Throws to the left. Isaiah Likely, the intended receiver there. Isaiah Likely, the tight end. Mark Andrews would have made that catch. Isaiah Likely, no catch. That brings up a 2nd down. Sorry, that was a 2nd down. That brings up a 3rd down. 3rd down coming up now. Lamar Jackson, a 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Cincinnati Bengals trailed by 4. They might actually get the football back if this 3 and out goes the way that it goes. They should at least hand this football off and force the Bengals to use their last timeout. But no, they're going to try to convert. There's a good throw, overthrown. That'll stop the clock. Almost picked off. There is a flag on the play that might be on Awuzie. Let's see what this one is. Pass interference on the defense. Pass interference on the defense. That's going to be an automatic 1st down. Awuzie was the one called for that pass interference. Awuzie called for the pass interference there. So now we've got, it was 3rd down and 10. That's a weak call by the officials. A very, very weak call by the officials there. There's a snap that brings up a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, a dart thrown to OBJ, who catches that for the 1st down, and they're going to move forward. And now we've got an injured Bengal on the field. 1st down right there for the Baltimore Ravens. 1st down for the Baltimore Ravens. So another injured player. Cincinnati's going to be charged their third timeout. No timeouts remaining for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are going to a commercial break. 60 seconds left to go before halftime. 1 minute left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. So, through the first half of this game, actually not a whole lot. Score is 10-14. Let's look at this number right now. This is the over-under for this game. That is the spread. 3.5 in favor of the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens were projected to win this game. Right now, they are winning this game. They have the football, and they are not necessarily being able to move the football all so well. Nelson Aguilar got so lucky on a tipped pass and a touchdown from him, and Gus Edwards as well. Gus Edwards as well moving the football pretty well. Good for him. Some of the other games coming up this week, ladies and gentlemen, right now we've got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Baltimore Ravens. Sunday, we'll have the Arizona Cardinals versus the Houston Texans. That game is going to be at noon. These are all the 12 o'clock games. So 12 o'clock games coming up this week for week 11. Arizona Cardinals at Houston. Arizona Cardinals at Houston. Houston is 5-point favorites in that game. The Chicago Bears at Detroit. Detroit 7.5-point favorites in that game. So Chicago at Detroit. That game is also at 12 o'clock. You can find that one here on Football Nation. No, you can't. You can only find that one on Fox. So Dallas Cowboys versus Carolina Panthers. That game has the Carolina Panthers as 10-point underdogs, 10.5-point underdogs. The over-under on that game is 42 points. Dallas Cowboys projected to win by 10.5. By 10.5. They were projected to win by 17.5 against the Giants. What a whooping that was. But we got Dallas Cowboys football, and I will be covering that this Sunday at noon. So you can find me right here on Football Nation, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So we're getting back to the action right now. Getting back to it. These are going to be the last 60 seconds of regulation in the first half. The first half will be done. The Cincinnati Bengals kicked off, so they will receive after the half. Baltimore Ravens want to get points on the board. There's the snap. Lamar Jackson has time. Lamar Jackson has to throw underneath. Isaiah Likely making the catch that time, and then stiff arms, but doesn't get the first down. There's still a flag on the play. That's probably going to be a holding on the offense. Let's see what they call. Yep, holding, offense. All right. Replay first down. Replay first down. Here we go. So a pretty obvious hold. Lamar Jackson trying to get out. That will bring up a 2nd down and 20, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd down and 20 coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens have the football. That pushes them back. So the Baltimore Ravens are now at their own 38-yard line. First down and 20. Repeat first down. There's the snap out of the shotgun. Lamar Jackson throws a deep shot all the way over the head. Pass interference going to be called on Turner there. That's going to be pass interference on Turner. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver there. So after getting pushed back 10 yards, pass interference on the defense. Automatic first down, spot foul, but that was good for some serious yardage there. A 28-yard penalty. 28-yard penalty. I don't know. That did not look like a pass interference at all. Bad call right there. Even the commentators are saying that was nowhere near a pass interference. Here we go. 28-yard penalty. 1st and 10 from the 34. Lamar Jackson throws out left to OBJ. Odell with the little spin move. He might have stepped out of bounds. but that looks like it was good for a first down. So first down for the Baltimore Ravens. First down. It's Thursday night, guys. It's Thursday night football. Let's see where he steps out right there. There's a throw. OBJ does the spin move, stays in bounds. No heels, no feet down. That's going to go for 21 yards. Good job. There's the snap. Quick snap. 1st and 10. 38 seconds left. Ravens still have all 3 timeouts. Lamar Jackson's going to run out of bounds at the 10-yard line. That was a 1st and 10 from the 13. Jackson will pick up 3. Lamar Jackson picking up 3 yards. Baltimore Ravens now looking at a 2nd down and 8. He looks like he went out at the 11. So out at the 11, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens have the football. They did stop the clock. They do still have all 3 of their timeouts. Odell, 2 straight games with touchdowns. Going to get another one. Here we go. We're inside the red zone. Baltimore Ravens inside the red zone. There's the snap. Lamar Jackson has time. Shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. That was OBJ. No flag on the play. No flag on that play. That'll bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down coming up here for the Baltimore Ravens. Incomplete pass. Sails out the back of the end zone, out the left-hand side of the end zone. No flag on the play. That's 3rd down. 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 7. So I was right the first time. So they are at the 10-yard line. 3rd down and 7 from the 10. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Lamar Jackson in the pocket. Has to scramble using his legs. Throws anyways. Does connect with someone. And that looks like that is Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman with the touchdown. And the Baltimore Ravens get 6 more points. Touchdown, Baltimore. That puts the score to 20-10. Baltimore Ravens now have 20. Cincinnati Bengals now have 10. 20-10, ladies and gentlemen. 20-10. Lamar Jackson with a 10-yard touchdown pass out the left-hand side. Here we go. There's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. So now it's 21-10. Cincinnati Bengals have no timeouts left. They trail by 11 now. 23 seconds left in the first half. So Rashad Bateman does an out route, sees Lamar Jackson, decides to S and come back in. Found his window right there, gave Lamar Jackson an out. Good job. Good job by that offense. Bad job by the Bengals defense, but hey, can't win them all. So 23 seconds before we get into halftime. Joaquin, what's going on? Thank you, Adriano. Those pre-recorded explanations plays great for dummies like me. Hey, man, we've made some changes since last season, my friend. We've made some changes, Adriano, since last season. Isaac, what's going on? Good evening to you, sir. Appreciate you being here. There's the kick that goes back to the back of the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the Cincinnati Bengals will start this drive from the 25-yard line. Joaquin, the only reason I'm going is if it's going in my house. What you talk about, Willis? The only reason I'm going is if it's going in my house. Where are we going? I'm down to party, dude. All right. Here we go. 1st and 10. Jake Browning, single back formation. Joe Mixon lined up back there. 23 seconds left on the clock. There's a snap and a handoff to Mixon. Mixon goes forward. Stops. This is just going to go straight into the locker room. Hey, Joaquin, what's up, my friend? What's going on? So, they're not going to call a timeout? To a restaurant. Which restaurant? Dang, I could eat. All I've had today is a bag of Doritos. Damn, I actually ate kind of crappy today. I had a bag of Doritos and a bag of chips. I know, another bag of chips. Yeah, I had 2 bags of chips. I definitely went to the gas station and got a gas station lunch today. Super busy, trying to close some deals out on the side, picked up the new job, so I'm trying to do what I can. But ladies and gentlemen, a rabbit is in front. A rabbit, it's in front of my door. Not sure what that means to a restaurant, a rabbit. Well, I don't know where you're coming from, Joaquin, but we're down here in San Antonio, Texas. The only rabbit I know is the white rabbit. So for anybody who visits concert venues down here in San Antonio, oh, we miss the white rabbit, don't we? I know I do. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at halftime. You know what that means. Nothing, just that we're at halftime. So we're here. It's a secret. Okay, all right. I won't pry too much there, Joaquin. Appreciate you being here, my friend. All right, so let's get rid of this one right here. These are the scrolling records for all of the teams scrolling by right now. Adriano. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at halftime right now. Let's talk about these two teams so far throughout this game. Right now, the Cincinnati Bengals are sitting at 161 total yards of offense. They lost Joe Burrow for the second half of that second quarter, and the Bengals did not look so good without Burrow. Joe Burrow looks like he came into the game with some kind of wrist gear on his throwing hand. Don't know if we're going to see him in the second half. We're about to find out here in just a few minutes. So Cincinnati Bengals able to get 161 total yards of offense, 106 through the air, 55 on the ground. That's just the rough numbers, just the basic numbers for the Cincinnati Bengals. Over here for the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens good for 205 total yards. That's going to be broken up 175 through the air and then 30 rushing yards on the ground. Let's go back to the X-ray and get you all the numbers in between here. The Cowboys, the Chiefs, and the Ravens. Good choices, my friend. Good choices. You're picking winning combinations there for your football teams. Let's cut back to this X-ray here, and let's take a look. Everybody take a look at the right-hand side of your screen so that you can see exactly what I see right there. We're at halftime right now. This is the breakout of the game. The Cincinnati Bengals scored 3 points. The Baltimore Ravens scored 7 in the first. The Bengals scored 7 in the second. The Baltimore Ravens scored 14 in this last half just now. You can see what I just said right about here. Let's go ahead and scroll this down for you guys so y'all can take a closer look right here. Joe Burrow, again, missed some time in that second quarter. 11 of 17, good for 101 yards and a touchdown, but he has exited the game, so only 10 fantasy points from Joe Burrow. Lamar Jackson on the other side. Lamar Jackson, good for 21. So Lamar Jackson, good for 21 points, 21 fantasy points, 186 yards, 12 of 19, looking much better on that side of the football. So Joe Mixon today, we can talk about Joe Mixon and Lamar Jackson being the lead rusher. Gus Edwards has a 7-yard touchdown. That'll work for Gus Edwards. You'll take that to start the game, definitely. But for the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Mixon, he's good for 9 rushing attempts, 48 yards, almost 5 yards per carry. They should keep feeding him the football, especially if Joe Burrow is going to be out. Obviously, the Baltimore Ravens are going to be ready for that, so you're going to have to mix it up with Jake Browning if he's going to have a chance to, throw the football. But Joe Burrow does not look happy. He's going to have to go to the locker room right now. Let's see if anything. He's questionable to return with a right wrist injury. We are at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. The score right now, Cincinnati Bengals have 10, Baltimore Ravens have 21. If this is your first time watching Football Nation, my name is Mario Manuel. Thank you so much for watching. Cannot do this kind of content without y'all. So, a couple other things I want to bring up. We have finally opened up shop, ladies and gentlemen. You can check that out at the bottom of the description of this video. Finally launched an e-commerce storefront. You can buy all kinds of products for you, for your friends, gag gifts, shirts for men, shirts for women, hats, hoodies, things for him, things for her, something funny, something serious, and something in between. Woo! Everything in that store right now is 20% off until Monday. 20% off until Monday, and you can check out that in the description of this video. We've also partnered with the NFL shop, so you can check out that link and get 25% discount. I think it's 30% discount right now on anything in the NFL Pro Shop if you use my link below. And if you're looking to purchase some booze, you can definitely do that for the game. Maybe I should set that up myself. I should definitely do an order from Drizzly, but you can help me out and get yourself a small discount right there as well. I think it's $10 towards your first purchasing order through Drizzly, and you can have booze literally delivered directly to you. Unfortunately, in Texas, it's 9 p.m., and after 9 p.m. in the state of Texas, you cannot buy liquor unless you're at a bar. So that's a fact in case you did not know. Texas has some pretty strict liquor laws. Don't care too much about the guns, but pretty strict liquor laws. Liquor? I barely know her. Okay. Can't believe I said that one. I think I've said that one before. Terrible, terrible jokes. Going through the highlights of the game right now, showing that Nelson Aguilar touchdown, which was not supposed to be a touchdown. That should have been a pick. Unfortunately, did not go that way. So if you fired up the Bengals defense, you're probably in trouble right now. I have no idea. I have no idea what my DraftKings has in store for me. It looks like just a hodgepodge mess. Yeah, definitely no good notifications from DraftKings, so probably going to miss out on this one this week. Good thing I played a lot of very cheap ones right there. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this live stream. Give me a thumbs up if you guys like what you see. My goal, my dream is to one day be able to quit my day job and bring you content like this. I want to bring content like this to viewers like you, and chances are that you are watching this live stream because you cannot catch the game, and $400 for YouTube TV is impossible, although tonight's game is being done on Amazon Prime today. But you know, some people just don't have Amazon, and that's totally fine, because why support the machine? Still, they cover football on Thursdays, and I love it, love it, love it, but so do I. So if you're with me because you hate your commentators and you'd rather watch me make a fool of myself every night on Thursday night, then you're in the right place. Either way, I'm here to bring you every snap, every play, and every down, and I cannot do it without support from viewers like you. So if you guys want to help support content creators like me, and you want to help me on my journey as I drive to 5,000 subscribers, all you got to do is hit that thumbs up button. You don't even have to subscribe, but if you do subscribe to this channel, it means a hell of a lot to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys obviously have good taste. You're hanging out with me, the guy with the tie, and it is a pleasure every single time when I'm here with you and I am live. So we are live, coming at you from San Antonio, Texas. Hey, Joaquin's down here in Texas as well. Why didn't I know? Why did I know that was coming? Yeah, the liquor. Yup. You already know, my friend. Why did I know that was coming? I mean, great minds think alike, sir. That's exactly why. So, you still in the 420 on that 420 train, Adriano? What's your strain today? What's your strain of choice, my friend? Curious to live vicariously through you right now. That's always fun. So went to Las Vegas, got a chance to embellish a little bit. Did a little bit of that. You know, you can just go into hemp shops there, and it's just cool. And then, you know, you smoke in the hotel room, and you're like, oh, shoot. Anyways, but we don't do that. No. This is 100%, well, I guess I just ruined it, right? They say when in Rome. Here's Joe Burrow. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go before the end of halftime, ladies and gentlemen. So just a few minutes. Halftime countdown, 3:40 left to go. So, no blitz. You know, actually, there have been a lot of blitzes in this game. A lot of blitzes in this game for the Cincinnati Bengals, which has been pretty cool, man. I mean, they've been bringing the thunder. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Let me turn this down. What am I doing? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are at halftime right now. We are at halftime. We are hanging out. Here we go. So just a few minutes left before we get back. Let's talk about some of these other players. Let's talk about what is going on right here. So after that last play, according to ESPN, and I've got this right in front of me, we're at the end of the second quarter. Baltimore Ravens are up by 11. And the win percentage, what ESPN thinks Baltimore Ravens' new chances of winning are 86%. 86% in favor of the Baltimore Ravens. So let's see if ESPN gets it right this time. The Cincinnati Bengals, away, they're 2-2. They've played 4 away games. They're 2-2 away. The Baltimore Ravens are playing at home right now. They're 3-2 at home. So they've played 5 home games, and they're 3-2. Baltimore Ravens coming into this game with a 7-3 record. The Cincinnati Bengals coming into this game with a 5-4 record. Both of these teams coming into today's game after having lost last week by walk-off field goals. That's right. The Cincinnati Bengals lost to the Houston Texans last week. Cincinnati Bengals lost to the Houston Texans last week off a walk-off field goal. They lost by 3. Baltimore Ravens lost to their division rivals, the Cleveland Browns. Yikes. And they lost by 2. Walk-off field goal. That's a pretty rough situation to be in. Both of these teams have something to prove. Both of these teams have players that are injured, key players that are injured. We've got some key players that are injured going into the second half. Let's see if Joe Burrow comes back. Let's see if Mark Andrews comes back. Something tells me we have more of a chance of seeing Joe Burrow than we do of Mark Andrews. I saw you two there. They were awesome. Nice. Bono. Hello, hello. We're at a place called Vertigo. It's a fun song. Some people are voyeurs, Joaquin. Yes, expand your vocabulary. All right. We're getting back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the action. Hey, man, some people are bashful. Some people are shy. I don't need comments to give you guys the best live stream. It does help. The more fun and the more energy I get from the crowd, the more fun and more energy I get from you guys, the more hype that I actually get. And I love that kind of stuff. But, hey, thanks, buddy. Haven't done karaoke in a long time. You will probably not see Burrow the rest of the game is what Zach Taylor, the head coach, said. So Joe Burrow is now on the sideline wearing his beanie, no helmet. Well, I don't know, man. If you're the same age as Isaac. By the way, just so we're clear, this live stream was not meant to be kid-friendly. I keep it family-friendly, but I do drop some F-bombs from time to time. So if you're doesn't matter. We got game action, ladies and gentlemen. There's the kick back to the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Cincinnati Bengals kicked off to start the game. Baltimore Ravens just kicked this back to the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals getting ready to start this drive from the 25-yard line. So here come the Bengals to start this drive from the 25. Let's get you guys some insight right here, some inside knowledge. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Waiting for the snap is Jake Browning. Baltimore Ravens are going to rush 4. That's a handoff to Joe Mixon, who throws up a spin move, gets forward for about a yard or maybe 2 before going down. Not much gain right there. I mean, it's pretty obvious what the Cincinnati Bengals plan to do moving forward. They're probably going to hand off the football a lot. Cincinnati Bengals are probably going to hand off the football a lot. Don't know if they trust Jake Browning to push that football downfield. That's going to hurt everyone except for probably Drew Simple and Irv Smith Jr. because these tight ends, the rookie tight ends, the undrafted guys, like to throw underneath. But let's see if this guy's got the chutzpah to throw downfield. Shotgun formation. There's the snap on 2nd and 8. A handoff to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon picks up the yardage needed. So another 8 yards picked up by Mixon, and we got ourselves a first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. First down, Cincinnati. Let's go. That moves the chains. That takes them up to the 35-yard line. So Cincinnati Bengals now on the 35. 11 rushes today for Joe Mixon. Good for 58 yards. An 8-yard gain by him. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Jake Browning takes the snap, hands that off to Mixon. Mixon goes around the right side of the center there. Picks up a couple, maybe good for 3 or 4. That brings up a second down. Second down for the Cincinnati Bengals. Second down, ladies and gentlemen, second down. Let's scroll this back up. So Joe Burrow in preseason was having issues with his calf. And now he's having issues with his wrist. And here we go, second down and 6. From the 41-yard line. Sorry, this is actually from the 39. There's a fake handoff, and Jake Browning decides to throw that one. And again, that is caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And like I said, the tight ends are going to get some action with this rookie quarterback right here. But that's a first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's go. First down, Cincinnati. That brings up a 1st and 10 across midfield to the Baltimore Ravens 47-yard line. Good job by Jake Browning. In sync right there. This time it was actually not Drew Sample. That was Trenton Irwin. He's got 2 receptions for 26 yards. Apologies for that misname. So shotgun formation. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. And Jake Browning, in trouble, has to make people miss. He's running around. He's going to use his own legs. Number 6 goes forward, gives himself up, gets up to about the 38-yard line. Small gain for him. Gain of 5 before giving himself up, and that'll move the chains. Well, no, it won't. It'll move the play just a little bit. That brings up a second down. Second down and 5 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Takes them up to the 42-yard line. This drive so far, 5 plays, 33 yards, 2 minutes and 36 seconds taken off the clock right here. Second down and 5. Cincinnati Bengals on the Baltimore Ravens 42. There's the snap out of the shotgun. Jake Browning feels the pressure, throws one, heaves it up in the air, and no flag on the play. Incomplete pass will bring up, that was Shedrick Jackson, the intended receiver there, and don't see him much, but he must have been targeting him because that's the one guy who never gets play time. So Shedrick Jackson. Shedrick. It's like they tried to make it sound like his name should be said with a lisp. That's Shedrick Jackson. Anyways, here we go. Third down and 5. Third down and 5, shotgun formation. Jake Browning calling an audible with 4 seconds left on the play clock. Not enough time to get this one off. Let's see if he gets it. Play clock down to double zeros. Gets the snap. Gets it in time. In trouble. Play is blown dead. They're going to say delay of game. They're going to say delay of game. Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still third down. So we've got a 3rd down and 10 coming up from the Baltimore Ravens. 47 now. Backed up to the 47. 3rd down and 10 from the 47. 6 plays, 28 yards, 3.5 minutes. Zach Taylor losing his mind. The head coach really pissed off about what he just saw there. 3rd down and 10. It was a 3rd down and 5, so now we got a 3rd down and 10. Shocked. That was actually out of the pro set, and that's a heave right there. Oh, my gosh. Almost a one-handed catch, and there's the flags and the pass interference called on the Baltimore Ravens. Once again, Trenton Irwin targeted with a rainbow right there from Jake Browning, and the defense did not play the football. That will be a pass interference against the Baltimore Ravens that will move the Cincinnati Bengals into some pretty good field position right here. This flag comes in. Looks like that flag came in at about the 15, maybe the 20-yard line. So that might be a first down at the 20-yard line. Could have been even closer. So now we got a 1st and 10. And they're on the 13-yard line. So that was inside the 15 where they threw that flag. Another penalty. That's 6 penalties against the Baltimore Ravens. There's the snap on 1st and 10 from the 13. Joe Mixon gets the carry on that first play right there on that first down. Joe Mixon gains maybe a yard on that. That brings up a 2nd down for the Cincinnati Bengals. 2nd down, Cincinnati Bengals are looking at a 2nd down and 8. He'll get up to the 11-yard line. So this drive, a long sustained drive in the 3rd quarter for the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals now have the football inside of the red zone with a backup quarterback in Jake Browning. There's the snap. Jake Browning wheeling out to his left. Jake Browning hanging on to the football, getting the ball forward up to about the 9-yard line. Not enough for a first down, but Jake Browning still gaining some yardage. That'll bring up a 3rd down. So on 2nd and 8, Jake Browning picks up 3. 3rd and 5 now on the Baltimore Ravens 8-yard line. Knocking on the door inside of the 10, down at the 8. 3rd down. Big 3rd down right here. A 3rd down and 5. This drive has gone for 67 yards, y'all. They started way back on the 25, and this drive has gone 67. Empty backfield, so 5 wide, a quick throw underneath for the tight end that was intended for Trenton Irwin once again, but that'll bring up a 4th down, and the field goal unit is probably going to come out. 4th down and 5 on the Ravens 8. I'm sorry, that is on the Ravens 8-yard line. Trenton Irwin. Good job by the defense. Got their hand to it. Good SWAT. Good coverage. Played the football, hit the football. Here we go. Evan McPherson getting ready to put this one up. A 26-yard field goal attempt. This is the shortest field goal attempt for him. He's 1-1. There's the snap. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. So that brings it back to a 1-possession game. The score is now 21-13. 8 points in between this. So a 1-possession game for the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's not over yet. It is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going back to a commercial break. So back to a commercial break. You're not missing anything. Cannot wait for the Dallas Cowboys to whoop on the Panthers this week. That should be a fun one for me to watch. And for you guys to catch here on Football Nation. Commercial break. Should be a few minutes here when we get back from this commercial break. The Baltimore Ravens, who just conceded 3 points, will be getting the football back. The Cincinnati Bengals just kicked that football and got 3 points up on the board. All right. Commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Be right back.
Ready?
Telling you, bro. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Nah, man, they were cool. All right, here's the bomb. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, are you okay? Oh my gosh, Nah, it's fine, man. Apparently she's cool. Yeah, that ambulance took a long time to show up though. 100 yards right here, baby. Here we go. Oh my God.
All right, we're still in the commercial break. We're waiting for the Cincinnati Bengals to kick this football back to the Baltimore Ravens. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time watching Football Nation, my name is Mario Manuel. Thank you so much for being here. If you have not already done so, consider helping out this channel just by hitting that like button. Some people have some commitment issues. They can't fully commit to a new channel and a new host. But if you have that issue, there is a resolution and you can meet me halfway. Just give me a thumbs up, hit a like on this video, and it will help push this content out to other people just like you who are looking for content like this. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited for the rest of this season. If we can get to 1,675 subscribers by the end of this stream, I'll be super duper happy. If we can hit that goal today, that would be awesome. The next goal for me is to get to 2,000, but the big goal, the real goal, is to get to 5,000 subscribers on this channel. And once I hit that, it's going to be a game changer. So looking forward to hopefully getting there. Anyways, here we go. There's the kick back finally, and the Baltimore Ravens will start this drive from the 25-yard line. Baltimore Ravens now picking up the football. Lamar Jackson getting ready to get out there and help his team pull ahead even farther. They're up by 8, a one-possession game. Baltimore Ravens good for 205 yards. Cincinnati Bengals good for 199, still shy of that 200 mark. And here come the Baltimore Ravens once again from the 25-yard line. Single back formation. Gus Edwards in the backfield with Lamar Jackson. Behind Lamar Jackson, I should say. Ravens at the 25. There's the snap on 1st and 10. And a cutback. And Gus Edwards finds some space. The 35, the 40, the 45. Down just shy of midfield. And a big first down run for Gus Edwards and the Baltimore Ravens. First down for Baltimore. That will move the football just shy of midfield. They should be up to about the 40-yard line inside, up past the 40 here. They might give him some generous spotting right there. Let's see where he goes down. That might be on the other side of midfield. Wow, they marked it at the 50, across the 50. So shotgun formation. There's the snap. Lamar Jackson looks right, doesn't like it. Trying to wind up, throws underneath this time. That's going to be a catch right there. That's going to be a catch and a first down, it looked like, actually, for the Baltimore Ravens. Another first down, a throw underneath. Lamar Jackson finding Kohler. There's the snap and a handoff. And Gus Edwards gains the yardage there from, looks like, about 6 on that one. So Charlie Kohler got the last catch right there. Baltimore Ravens, number 88 on the last one. And this one is another Gus Edwards tout. Gus Edwards carries that football for 7 yards. That's good to the looks like the 29-yard line. So the Cincinnati Bengals backing up quickly. Baltimore Ravens have the football up to the 29. Waiting for the snap on 2nd down and 3 is Lamar Jackson. He hands that football off, and Gus Edwards fights his way forward and picks up the first down. First down for the Baltimore Ravens. Another first down. That will move the chains, gets them up to about the 25-yard line. Good for 4 yards there. That's the 7th carry for Gus Edwards. Good for 44 yards. He's also got a touchdown today. So 44 yards and a touchdown for Gus Edwards. Here we go. 1st and 10. There's the snap. Lamar Jackson looks right all the way. Throws that one underneath at the flat, and that's going to be Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell with the catch right there. Didn't see if he got that first. I think he got pushed out quickly, so that'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down for the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens now up to, looks like, the 17-yard line, so inside of the red zone. Keaton Mitchell inside the red zone right now. 17-yard line, shotgun formation. Keaton Mitchell fakes the handoff right there. Lamar Jackson fakes the handoff to Keaton Mitchell, carries the football, goes forward on the left side, gets the first down, and a first down for Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Another first down, and look at how this drive has developed. You can see the white line across that drive chart. Every single play so far moved the football. A very good drive right now for Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson today has 24 rushing yards, 5 rushing attempts, a 1st and 10 from the 13. And there's a handoff to Keaton Mitchell, who goes forward, gets up to about the 10-yard line. So Keaton Mitchell gaining a little bit there. Brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down for the Baltimore Ravens. That is the 4th carry for Keaton Mitchell, and yet he still has -1 yards. On the ground, of course, he's got a reception there, but Keaton Mitchell is going to remain out there, so no Gus Edwards. Here we go, deep inside the red zone. No Gus Edwards, 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7 from the 10-yard line. Keaton Mitchell goes to the right side of Lamar Jackson. Time in the pocket. Lamar pump fakes. Lamar has to scramble. Lamar still on his feet, and he just falls down. He just falls down. He slips. I don't know if he hurt his ankle. He is hobbling a little bit. I wonder if he's okay. Let's see what happened here. He was tackled by Logan Wilson a little bit. I mean, he tried to cut back. He tripped, and looks like his toes got wrapped up in the turf. He didn't pick up his feet. And it looks like he just tripped himself on the turf. So Lamar Jackson goes down, but he gets up with the help from his friends. He gets back to the huddle, and we're looking now at a 3rd down and 12. Play clock down to 3. Motion in the backfield from Keaton Mitchell. Lamar Jackson looks like he's going to throw it. Lamar Jackson pump fakes it. Lamar Jackson runs forward, still has the burst of energy, gets up to about the 7-yard line. That's good for an 8-yard, 7-yard carry, but not enough for a first down. That'll bring up a 4th down coming up right here. So 4th down for the Baltimore Ravens. 4th down for the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, Lamar Jackson is typically a very good mobile quarterback, but not the most explosive day right now, although he does have 21 fantasy points already. Here we go, 4th down and 4. The field goal unit comes out. Here's a 25-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. The kick is up. The kick is straight down Broadway. And that is good for 3 more points, bringing it back to a 2-possession game. The score is 24-13. The field goal is good, ladies and gentlemen, and we go back to a commercial break. 4 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. 4 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter, and then we'll have 4th quarter action. Right now, the Baltimore Ravens, according to ESPN, have a 91% win rate. Not win rate, but they're projected that 91% likely to win. That's the string of words that I could not come up with. So 91% likely to win are the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. Look at that. Here we go. This game. And it looks like we had a lot of Baltimore Ravens fans in here as well. So since we're going back to a commercial break, let's check out this chat. Supreme Science, what is up? Good to see you, Supreme Science. Discourse looking like for me. But more wins, 55-13. Pittsburgh is going to win the Super Bowl. Douglas, what? Mr. Pickens, I don't know if I can get behind that, man. I don't know if I know about that. It's been a while since they won a Super Bowl, and things have changed without Ben Roethlisberger, Troy Polamalu, those guys, man. They definitely are not the same. But you know what? That's okay because this is a divisional matchup, and that's a divisional team. So, all right, Douglas, we'll allow it. This is good. I subscribe to you. Thank you, Joaquin. Thank you so much. Where's Howard Chen and Tom Kenyon? Dude, they haven't been in a while. But we did get some old people from even before that. Even before you, Supreme, We did get my buddy Adriano to come back into the room. He was actually like the first guy that I bonded with over like just YouTube like this, man. It was the first guy. Sith checking in. What's going on, Sith? Peace up, my friend. Thanks for checking into the chat. So this is what I love to do during the commercial breaks. When we are at a commercial break like we are now, I love to go to the chat box and talk with you guys and get to know you guys just a little bit better and have that back and forth with y'all, man. This is what it's about. Like it's social media. I want to be social with y'all. So hold up, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is very good. I think you win one Super Bowl this year. I don't know, man. I think Dallas Cowboys should win a Super Bowl this year. All right. Hey. Let's go. I'm all about my Dallas Cowboys. Let's go. We're going to be covering that game this Sunday. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in this third quarter. The kick goes all the way back. Are the Patriots winning? No, the Patriots have only won 2 games this season. Let me show you that right there if you're interested. Sith, think this will have the Patriots on there. This should scroll by and give you the look at the bottom of the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the bottom of the screen, and you can see all of the records for each of the teams across the NFL. I'll keep these scrolling by. But here we go, Thursday Night Football. The Baltimore Ravens on defense right now. Cincinnati Bengals have the football. 1st and 10 from the 25. Joe Burrow is out. So now we've got Jake Browning at quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. There's the snap out of the shotgun. There's a throw. Flag on the play. Jamar Chase making the catch, getting pulled down. Gain of 9 for Jamar Chase. Let's find out what that flag is. Let's go, Cowboys. Okay. Not a false start. An illegal formation on the offense. That was actually Jamar Chase being called with the illegal formation. Let's see if he was on or off the line of scrimmage there. Maybe too many men in the backfield. Illegal formation. Those are always awkward calls, difficult calls to try to explain if you don't have the rule book in front of you. I do have a copy of the 2023 NCAA rule book, but nobody wants to see that. So here we go. Repeat, first down. 5-yard penalty. There's the snap, 1st and 15. Jake Browning holding up in the pocket. Pocket starts to collapse. Jake Browning goes down. Jake Browning gets dropped at about the 13-yard line. And that's going to be a bag for the Baltimore Ravens. A bag for the Baltimore Ravens. Mac Jones doesn't really have many options to throw the football to. Shoot, but Mac Jones, he's not Tom Brady, man. He's not. I had Mac Jones on my bench for a while, but he's just not good enough to keep on there. There are other people at other talent player positions that I would want instead at fantasy football. There's a 2nd and 22 handoff, and that run is going to go forward up to about the 19-yard line. Devontae Smith, my friend, plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. Devontae Smith plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. And talk about a hit-or-miss player. I know I've got some Eagles fans out here. Mac Jones is good, but who's he throwing to? That's exactly what I was saying, Supreme. That's exactly what I was saying. Ezekiel Elliott, ain't going to get them out of any trouble. Anyways, here comes a 3rd down and 17, a 3rd down and forever for the Cincinnati Bengals with no quarterback. There's a big shot to Jamar Chase, who goes up, but Jake Browning put that out a little too far out on the sideline there. Jamar Chase made the catch, could not keep his feet in bounds. And got pushed out of bounds right there. So, here you go in case you're interested. The New England Patriots are 2-8. You can see that scrolling down at the bottom. Thank you so much, Douglas. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. That's what we're here to do. Waiting for the punt or the Cincinnati Bengals. Motion right now, so looking like not a fake punt. That would have been crazy if they had gone for a fake punt on 4th and 17 from their own 10. But that's a punt that goes across midfield. That punt goes all the way out to about the 44-yard line. And the Baltimore Ravens are going to start this drive from the 44-yard line. I know, dude. Ezekiel Elliott cannot stand that guy. The rookie year for Ezekiel Elliott, I drafted him for my fantasy league. He did so great. He carried me to the Super Bowl game where I fell short, came in second place that year. That was a $100 buy-in for that league. So could have walked home that year with some money. That was like I was 24. So that was 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Yeah, that's 8 years ago. Wow. I guess that was rookie. I accept 2-8 because we're 6-3 when it matters. Championships. And you've already laid it out, my friend. Let's go. You got one extra trophy there. Oh, well, if you're a Steelers fan, you don't. But that's okay. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Supreme Science. Rich, I'm in California. Has nothing to do, and somehow I got your channel. Hey, Rich, thanks for checking out my channel. I hope that you like what you see, man. I hope that you like what you see. Thanks for checking in all the way from the West Coast. So, we have Juju. Okay. If you want me to grab you better or do something good for me. Well, this is what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is bring you every snap, every play, and every down, my friend. That is my service level agreement to you. If you just want to check out the channel, man, I'm not going to push you to subscribe. I will encourage it, of course, and subscribers are very welcome. If you don't love what you see, but you like what you see, hit the like button. And if you love what you see as the game progresses on right now, which we're in a commercial break, but if you love what you see, then you can hit the subscribe. You know what? I am going to be covering the LA Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks this Sunday at 3:25. So if you want to check me out then again, Rich, and, just check in with the channel, pop in right here. You can give me another chance. You can get your second opinion, and we'll go from there, man. I mean, we're going to have a really good Sunday this Sunday. 2 games, a doubleheader coming up this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We got the Dallas Cowboys. We got my Dallas Cowboys. Oh, yeah. And I know it can be obnoxious, but I love my Cowboys chain. Y'all, this is really what gets me through every week in and week out, win or lose. But right now we're covering the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And right now the Baltimore Ravens have the football, and we're looking at a 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. And Keaton Mitchell, making people miss, gets across midfield up to the 40, down to the 35. And across midfield is Keaton Mitchell. Big first down for the Baltimore Ravens. 1 minute, 55 seconds left to go in this third quarter, y'all. 1 minute, 55 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Clock is continuing to tick. Here we go. Football hasn't gone back to the Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. 1st and 10. 35-yard line. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Quick throw out to the left. That is going to be corralled, and that's going to go forward. This time the catch is made by the rookie Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers picking up the catch right there. Chad Ryland, good kicker, says Sith. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down for the Baltimore Ravens. 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard reception by Zay Flowers on the left-hand side of that formation. Game clock, 50 seconds left to go. Shotgun formation right here. There's the snap. Looks left, looks right. Deep shot all the way down to the end zone. Odell Beckham Jr. tried the old school one-handed grab for the end zone touchdown. No catch made right there. Maybe would have had better chance if he got both hands to the football. Different teams and eras, but you know what I'm talking about, Mario, says Supreme. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I know what you're talking about, Supreme. That was a good chance for OBJ. He didn't even try to use his second hand, though, and he's just trying to go for the highlight reels. That's what he does. He's too flashy, man. That's why That's why it's been a problem for him over the past couple years, because he's always trying to make that one-handed grab. You did it once, man. You don't got to do it every time. 3rd down and 4 from the 30-yard line. In the pocket is Lamar Jackson, has all day fighting off a 3-man rush. Lamar Jackson has to break a tackle. He goes the other way. He has all day. That's a deep shot down to the end zone, and that is going to be incomplete. Zay Flowers unable to keep both feet down. That should bring up a 4th down for the Baltimore Ravens. And it looks like Turner is hurt on the left-hand side. They're going to go through the clock right here on snap to pass. 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8, 9, 10. Oh my gosh, almost 11 seconds before throwing that football. Good call by the officials. No touchdown there. That definitely went out of bounds. So incomplete pass, Baltimore Ravens. Now got a 4th down and 4. They're going to kick a field goal here. So Justin Tucker, Feliz. What's going on? How's it, brother? See you Sunday for Dallas. What's going on? There's the snap. There's the kick from the left hash. 47-yard field goal is good. And I'm hoping to see you Sunday as well, Felice. So thanks for checking into this channel. Appreciate you, girl. Appreciate it. So after that, we must be going back to a commercial break. Sorry about that. Going back to a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Less than 30 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Right now here in San Antonio, Texas, I got 9:42 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time checking out this channel, consider subscribing. We're trying to get to 1675 before the end of today. That would be absolutely awesome. You'd make me super happy if you could help me get to that. We can get to that 1675. Let's pump up the numbers on this stream. Hit me with those thumbs up. Let's get this out before the 4th quarter starts. Let's get this out before the 4th quarter starts. All right. Supreme Science. My uncle asked me and my brother should be bet $50 on Burrow Jackson, both hitting over 500 yards combined and 2 touchdowns apiece. Said, nah, I'm not feeling it. Well, that's probably a good thing. You made the right choice. I think you made the right choice. There's the kickoff. Right now, Lamar Jackson has 213. Joe Burrow is out. So since Joe Burrow is out for the remainder of this game, we've got Jake Browning. Can you believe that the Cincinnati Bengals are at the very bottom of this division? Cincinnati Bengals are at the bottom of this division. Pittsburgh Steelers and Baltimore Ravens technically at the top, even though the Steelers and the Browns have the same record, but divisional wins is the difference between the two. So here we go. Trailing by 14, the Cincinnati Bengals hand off the football on 1st and 10 to Joe Mixon from the 25-yard line, who gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down for the Cincinnati Bengals. That is going to take us to the 4th quarter. So on 2nd down and 10, the clock is ticking down. 1 second left, and we are now to the 4th quarter of this game. 15 more minutes of regulation time. The Baltimore Ravens with the football will likely hand this football off to Gus Edwards for the rest of the night, or at least a combination of Gus Edwards and Keaton Mitchell. But we can look quickly at the stats between these two games, between these two teams. Can change this music here as well if we want to get a different vibe going. What's going on? Yeah? Sorry, guys. Hang on. Crisis averted. I love you too. Okay, so I thought we had a crisis on our hands, but it turns out that my beautiful girlfriend double paid a bill that we no longer have because we canceled one carrier and picked up another. Anyways, yeah. So that's what we got going on. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. When we get back from this commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Cincinnati Bengals. Have not been able to score a touchdown since Joe Burrow's departure, so the firepower is definitely lacking there. The Baltimore Ravens were projected to win this game, and the Baltimore Ravens are well on their way. They're up by 14 as we enter the last 15 minutes of this game. So, last 15 minutes of this game, we are in a commercial break right now in between third and fourth quarters. In between third quarter and fourth quarter. So right now, you know, we're just hanging out in between. Just hanging out in between. Also tied for 6th place with 2.6 million Instagram followers. That was the wrong clip. Ugh, how embarrassing. That's okay. See, that's what I get for having to work all day today and then coming straight into a live stream without getting myself ready. Does not matter. I appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. As long as you guys are here with me, that's all I really care about. I'm just glad that I've got you guys hanging out with me. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario Manuel. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you guys so much, and gals, so much for being here. I know we've got actually, surprisingly, 20% of the viewers of this channel are women, which is pretty cool, man. Shout out to all of you. Thank y'all so much for loving football and making things different for everyone. We love change. I love change. I personally do. Anthony Wanamaker. Anthony checking in saying, Dak Prescott, it's the best quarterback since week 6. Look at his numbers. First in every category. Yo, I got you. I 100% agree with you. My uncle asked, bet 5. Nah. Joaquin, what's your question, my friend? What is your question? 2nd down and 10, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd down and 10. Second down and 10. 15 minutes left to go in this game. Here we go. 15 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Fourth quarter getting ready to start. No players out on the field. Don't know what's going on. Frustrating for everybody. I'm guessing that drone probably came back. Ha. What place do you think they're in, Joaquin? What place do you think they're in? In their division, that's an easy answer. In their division, they're in first place. But across the NFL, it is a different bird that is in first place right now. But birds are food. So let's go. Cowboys eat plenty of bird. I'm about to tear up some birds in week 14. But first, we're going to grill ourselves some Panther this week. Okay, enough with the cheesiness. We're still waiting. The game is being delayed right now. Game is still being delayed right now. Come on, guys. Let's get this game going. Okay, players coming back out onto the field. I just hope UNC didn't bet. Oh, you just hope your uncle didn't bet? Ah, yeah, seriously. Damn. Oh, man. You know what happens when you go back to the gym for the first time in a long time? You get super sore. I'm struggling, y'all, and I don't bounce back and recover like I did when I was in my early 20s. Oh, man. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, from the 25-yard line, a 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. Extra protection for Jake Browning and a throw out to the tight end. That's going to be a catch and a gain of only 2. Gain of 2 for Hudson. Hudson picking that up. That brings up a 3rd down. So on 2nd down and 10, a 2-yard gain on the left-hand side brings up a 3rd down and 8. So a 3rd down and 8 coming up right here. Here we go. 3rd down and 8 from the 25-yard line. No movement. Shotgun formation. Play clock down to 5. There's the snap. Jake Browning winds up and throws. That catch is going to not be made. Oh, man, Tyler Boyd had the football in his hands. Tyler Boyd had the football in his hands, but the defense did a fantastic job of breaking up that play. Tyler Boyd was lined up in the slot in that shotgun, and the football went to him. It was a good throw. It just didn't have enough speed to get to him quickly, and the defense, Hamilton, had just that fraction of a second extra time to make a play on the football, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So here's the punt team. That goes up in the air. This punt is returned, signaled a fair catch. A shorter punt. That takes them to about the 35-yard line. And the Baltimore Ravens now have the football. So the Baltimore Ravens now have the football. And here they go. They're going to start this drive. Baltimore Ravens going to start this drive from the 35. So 1st and 10 from the 35. I can scroll down a little bit, get you guys some more player information. Baltimore Ravens on the right, Cincinnati Bengals on the left. Here we go, 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson in the shotgun. 2 players, 2 wide receivers left, 1 right. There's a handoff. And that's Mitchell. That's Mitchell who takes the carry. Keaton Mitchell who takes the carry. Mitchell goes forward for about 4. That brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens going to keep this football on the ground, try to take as much time off the clock as possible. We are now inside of 14 minutes, so 1 minute off the game clock has elapsed. 2nd down and 5 coming up right here from the 40. Single back formation. There's the snap. There's the handoff again to Keaton Mitchell, who goes around the right-hand side. Picks up about 3 yards on that one. Now we've got a 3rd down. 3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. Third down and 2 for the Baltimore Ravens at the 43-yard line. There's a snap and there's a handoff. And that's a good gain right there, up to about the 48. And now we got ourselves a 1st down for Keaton Mitchell. 1st down for the Baltimore Ravens. 1st down, Baltimore. Good morning, Baltimore. All right, enough with the hairspray. I used to do musical theater, guys. I apologize. Believe it or not, I was not really a football guy to start off with. I was definitely a more of an artsy-fartsy kind of kid, which is where I got my chops being on camera. Here we go, 48-yard line. There's the snap, fakes the handoff. Lamar Jackson carries the football, decides to give himself up, but he does gain 8 yards before going down. That'll bring up a 2nd down for the Baltimore Ravens, but they will be across midfield. So now we're counting down. We're counting backwards. Counting down, going backwards. Baltimore Ravens have the football, a 2nd down and 2 as they get into the Cincinnati Bengals territory. So, 2nd down and 2. Baltimore Ravens have the football. Only 3.5-point favorites, but they have a 14-point lead. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. There's the handoff to the running back. Running back goes forward. Gains 5. Gains enough for a 1st down. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what the officials have to say. That was once again Keaton Mitchell with the carry. Looks like this is going to go backwards. So instead of a 5-yard gain, we're looking at a 10-yard penalty, repeat of 2nd down. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 12 as we repeat that. That will also stop the clock. Penalty will stop the clock there. So 2nd down and 12. That pushes the Baltimore Ravens back on their side of midfield. Ravens on the 46-yard line. 54 yards to go before they find pay dirt. 2nd down and 12. Oh, man. 11 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this game, ladies and gentlemen. 11 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this game. Both of these teams have all 3 of their timeouts. 2nd and 12, Lamar Jackson has time. They only rush 4, so he pump fakes, decides to keep the football, gets across midfield again. Every time Lamar Jackson gives himself up, and falls to the ground like that, he looks like he gets hurt. Like, it looks like he broke his ankle, and that's why he slipped and fell. He did slip and fall that time. He was trying to cut back, but Lamar Jackson just can't find his footing, really. So that brings up a 3rd down. On 2nd down, that was a carry. Here we go. Lamar Jackson has time in the pocket. He feels the pressure, delivers a shot underneath to Isaiah Likely, but that pass is in the dirt, and that will bring up a 4th down on 3rd and 6. So now we've got a 4th and 6, and the punt team will come out for the Baltimore Ravens. Punt unit going to come out for the Baltimore Ravens, ladies and gentlemen. That pass being incomplete will stop the clock. So Cincinnati Bengals are facing a 14-point deficit. Can they come back with a 2nd-string quarterback and win this game? We're about to find out. 10 minutes and 40 seconds before we have the answer to that question. We might have the answer sooner. This is going to bounce and go to the back of the end zone. So the Baltimore Ravens will play defense at the 20-yard line after that punt. Cincinnati Bengals taking the football, going to start this drive from the 20. So a long field for them. Let's see what they do with this possession. Oh, snap. There we go. That should be good. Okay. Let's check out the chat. We got some commotion. It's all good. I was in theater dance before the sport got started. Got to start somewhere. True that. Robert, what's going on, my friend? Never liked Dak until the loss to the Eagles. Oh, man. America's team in your hood. That's what I'm talking about. So wait a minute, Robert. I'm a little... That seems a little... Are you saying you're a Cowboys fan and that America's team in your hood? Because if you are, then love it. But if you're saying otherwise, then I'm kind of bummed out. I mean, I'm not bummed out. I'm glad you're here. But enough with the Eagles fans. Y'all are coming out of nowhere. Don't know where all these Eagles fans came out of the past couple of years. You win one Super Bowl, and all of a sudden everybody's an Eagles fan. I'm just like, what is going on, man? But we're Dallas. We're DC for life. Dallas Cowboys for life, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. If you're just checking us out right now, we are in a commercial break. So when we get back from this commercial break, the Cincinnati Bengals are going to try to rally here. Cincinnati Bengals are trailing the Baltimore Ravens. Cincinnati Bengals trail the Baltimore Ravens 13-27. That's a 14-point deficit. Cincinnati Bengals need to come back and score quickly if they want a chance to win. They're going to need to score a quick touchdown, and then they're going to have to stand up to the Ravens defensively. They're going to have to get a stop. I am looking forward to the rest of this game. I'm also looking forward to the rest of this week as far as football goes. Arizona Cardinals versus the Houston Texans. Houston Texans are 5-point favorites in that game, home favorites against the Arizona Cardinals. This is Sunday coming up right now. So for week 11, these are your matchups. Arizona Cardinals at Houston. Chicago Bears at Detroit. Chicago Bears at Lions. Dallas Cowboys at Carolina against the Carolina Panthers. Cowboys are 10.5-point road favorites there. LA Chargers at Green Bay, so a trip to Lambeau Field. Here we go, 1st and 10 coming up here for the Cincinnati Bengals. Jake Browning takes the snap, hands that off to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon getting a fair share of carries. He picks up 3 right there. That brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, so Las Vegas, we got another game with Las Vegas at Miami, and Miami Dolphins are 13.5-point favorites in that game. New York Giants against the Washington Commanders. Washington Commanders are 9-point favorites in that one. Pittsburgh versus Cleveland. So for those of you who are all about this AFC North division, there you go. 2nd down and 7, shotgun formation. There's the snap. They rush 4. Browning has time, throws to the flat. Joe Mixon with the carry right there. Joe Mixon goes forward. Mixon gains about 2, maybe 3 yards. That'll bring up a third down. Third down and 5 coming up right now, up to the 25-yard line. This drive started from the 20 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Mixon with a 3-yard carry, then a 2-yard catch. Third down and 5 coming up for Cincinnati. What are they going to do? Probably a throw to the tight end. That seems to be the pattern right now. If I had to guess, that's what I would guess. Shotgun formation. Cincinnati Bengals have the football. There's the snap. Joe Burrow looks left. He looks right. Sorry, that's not Joe Burrow out there. It's not Joe Burrow at all. And he's going to keep the football himself and start running backwards, and he's going to get bagged once again. So here are the Baltimore Ravens getting a stop on the Cincinnati Bengals. And great job by the defense, just throwing different things. Just doing all kinds of cool stuff defensively. A 4-man rush. Definitely nobody open downfield on that play. Nothing he could really do. But that is something that coaches teach the players, not just the running backs, but especially the running backs, but anybody who's carrying the football. Do not run laterally. Why are you running laterally? You need to be running vertically upfield. There's the snap. There's the punt. The punt goes over across the 30-yard line. This will be returned up to about the 31, and then Lamar Jackson and company will come out. So Baltimore Ravens now have the football. Football has now shifted over to this side. You can see that at the top of the screen. See that at the top of the screen by the little football? That is right in this general area. Right in this general area. So, when we get back from this commercial break, which, once again, we are in a commercial break. Welcome to midweek football. Never get this many commercial breaks on Sundays during the day or, because there's always football to cut to. If they do cut to commercial breaks, they're really just showing other football highlights, which is why Sundays are for football. Let's effing go. That is Football Nation. The big F, the big N. Let's effing go. And I love it. 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 Let's go. And right now we're watching a Thursday Night Football, a pretty one-sided affair. Another short drive here for the Cincinnati Bengals. The Baltimore Ravens have not committed very many mistakes defensively since the first half. So no more mistakes coming for the Ravens. The Ravens have been playing a pretty solid defensive game. Have allowed less than 2 touchdowns, allowed less than 14 points. It's not the perfect game, but it's a pretty good game. Not a shutout, but they'll take it. Since Joe Burrow has left, it's been pretty bad. Joe Burrow only had 100 yards of offense. There's only been another 100 yards of offense to go since his departure. Jake Browning only has 37 yards through the air, so Joe Mixon is being fed the football. 15 rushing attempts and 67 yards for Joe Mixon. Definitely someone that you're going to want to have fired up in your fantasy lineups. But let's talk about fantasy for just a second, and I'll show you. We'll get you the split screen here as well. Let's get you back to the X-ray so you guys can see the way this is broken down. So here we go. Joe Burrow, only 10 fantasy points. Lamar Jackson with 24. Joe Mixon with 20. Gus Edwards with 12. OBJ with 9. Nelson Aguilar with 10. Zay Flowers with 7. Hudson with 6. Trent Irwin with 4. Tyler Boyd with 5. Drew Sample with 3. What a crazy, everyone is eating. Look at the number of wide receivers. Look at how many players have caught the football from Lamar Jackson. He is just spreading the wealth right now. Lamar Jackson just getting the ball out to the right people. Love what he's doing out there. Here we go. 1st and 10. This is right now 1st and 10 out of a pistol formation. There's a snap and a handoff, and Gus Edwards carries the football, gains about 6 yards right there. That'll bring up a 2nd down for the Baltimore Ravens. 2nd down for Baltimore. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching this live stream. Thanks for checking this out, y'all. We got 2 games coming up on Sundays. If you like what you see, help me get the likes pressed. Help me push that like button across this YouTube platform. The more likes that we get, the more people that we can get into this room And it's always exciting to have people in the room. 2nd down and 4. I promise I'll shut up about it. Here we go. Motion in the backfield from Zay Flowers, the motion man. Showing blitz. There's a flag immediately. I think I saw a false start. But let's see what the officials say. That was blown. Yeah. False start on the offense for the Baltimore Ravens. Repeat 2nd down. Sorry. Yes, repeat 2nd down. So instead of 2nd down and 4, we've now got a 2nd down and 9. That pushes the Baltimore Ravens back to the 33-yard line. Baltimore Ravens got the Chargers, then a bye week, then the Rams, then Jacksonville. Chargers, bye, Rams, Jacksonville coming up here for the Baltimore Ravens over the next 4 weeks. Motion once again, Zay Flowers. Now there's 3 wide receivers left. Lamar Jackson looks left, changes his mind, looks further downfield. A big shot to Odell. Odell at the 30, the 25, the 20. He keeps cutting back. He gets hit from behind, down inside the 20, just shy of the 15. And Odell Beckham Jr. with a big catch and a huge first down for the Baltimore Ravens. However, there is a flag on the play. Let's find out who it's on. Illegal contact, but this is on the defense. That penalty will be declined, and we got a first down for the Baltimore Ravens. Odell Beckham Jr. with a huge catch there, ladies and gentlemen. Odell Beckham Jr. with a huge catch. That penalty is declined. Odell, check that out. Odell Beckham Jr. now has 15 fantasy points. These are your receiving leaders right now, what I have on the board on the left-hand side. These are your receiving leaders for fantasy football. And we've got a 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line just outside the red zone. 1st and 10, pistol formation once again. A pistol formation once again. There's a snap and a handoff. Fakes the handoff. Lamar Jackson keeps. Lamar Jackson gets inside the 10. He gains about 7 yards on that. 2nd down for the Baltimore Ravens. 2nd down and 2 coming up here for the Baltimore Ravens. Let's go. Baltimore Ravens, 3.5-point favorites. The over-under was 46 points. Right now we've got 46. And the Baltimore Ravens are well inside, deep inside right now, the red zone, down at the 8-yard line. A big carry right there by Lamar Jackson. Single back formation. There's the snap. 2nd down and 2. That is a handoff. That is Justice Hill, who will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe gain 1 yard. Looks like a no gain right there. That should bring up a 3rd down and 2. No gain right there from Justice Hill. 3rd down and 2. Don't know why Justice Hill is still even out there. But Odell Beckham Jr. doing his thing. Lamar Jackson doing his thing. 27 fantasy points. And there's an injured Joe Burrow. So Joe Burrow is just out. Shit, I have him as my quarterback in fantasy. I just realized this. There's the snap. Out of the I formation, Gus Edwards uses the additional blocker in front of him out of the I formation, and he picks up that first down. And now we've got a first down and goal for the Baltimore Ravens at the 3-yard line. 3-yard line. Man, I had a buddy of mine tell me earlier this season, Joe Burrow is going to have a bad year. Joe Burrow is going to have a bad year. He's going to be hurt. He's going to be hurt all season. He said it during the preseason, and he's been right about 95% of all of his predictions as far as fantasy football goes. Here we go. Another I formation. There's a snap, and there's a handoff, and Gus Edwards gets in, and another touchdown for Gus Edwards. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Baltimore Ravens with another touchdown. That's going to move the needle in the right direction for them, widening the gap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. That is going to bring the score to 33. And we're going to have another conversion here. This is going to be a 20-point deficit. The extra point attempt would make it a 21-point deficit. And when I play Madden with my buddies, 21 points is always a skunk. So the Baltimore Ravens have skunked the Cincinnati Bengals, but this isn't like Madden. They can't just run it again. That's the second time. Here we go. There's the snap. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Cincinnati Bengals are in dead last right now in their division. These guys went from Super Bowl contenders to nobodies right now. Cincinnati Bengals are about to be at 500. I don't see them making the playoffs right now the way that this division is shaking up. Baltimore Ravens doing a great job of staying ahead in this division. They look like a real full-fledged like Super Bowl contending team, man. The Baltimore Ravens, I got to give it to them. And I don't really follow Ravens football, but they look great, man. They look fantastic. Hey, Nine, what's going on? Adriano, happy to be back with you too, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Bet, man. I'll get with you. I'll get with you soon. I'll get with you soon about shipping here. All right. Hey, Nine, you must be a real fan, he says. Everyone's a Cowboys fan until they start losing. Hey, man, win or lose, rain or shine. We are who we are, Cowboys fans for life, Dallas Cowboys for life. Thanks, guys, for being here in this chat. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the closing moments of this game. Less than 5 minutes left to go in this Thursday night football, the first game of Week 11. And the Baltimore Ravens just scored. They're going to give this one back to the Cincinnati Bengals in garbage time, but I smell one final drive, and then it's going to end up just being running down the clock. Yes, Supreme Science, Joe Burrow has been out. Joe Burrow left the game in the first half. He threw the football. Okay, so let's get you some precursor, right? Joe Burrow left the game in the first half. He threw the football, and when he threw the football, he immediately winced and shouted, and you could see him double over. Right? He goes down, and he's screaming, and he's holding his arm. So no contact on that. He just threw the football. Once he threw the football, he was immediately in pain. Tried to grip the football on the sideline. The camera was panned on him, and he literally he wasn't even throwing the football. He couldn't even go like this, and he's fighting a wrist issue. So I have him as my starting quarterback in my lineup. I put him in against the Baltimore Ravens. I don't have another quarterback to stream right now, so that was it for me, man. So Joe Burrow might cost me this week. I might get my second loss of the season in this league. But let's see how the rest of my team performs. So I got a tough matchup this week against one of my best friends, Max, out there. Good luck to you, buddy, if you're watching this live stream. But, yeah, 4 minutes and 49 seconds left to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Burrow is out with a wrist injury. He's on the sideline, no helmet, has not played since before the first half. Since about halfway through the second quarter, he hasn't played. So he played 1.5 quarters, put up 10 fantasy points, and left the game. Just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. 2 touchdowns, though. Gotta say, we got 2 touchdowns right now from Gus Edwards. So if you fired up Gus Edwards, he's got 19 fantasy points. Lamar Jackson with 27. Odell Beckham Jr. with 15. But they don't have the football right now. The Cincinnati Bengals do. That's a handoff to Joe Mixon, who gets up to the line of scrimmage, tries to gain a couple of yards, maybe gains 1, maybe 2 if they're being generous. But that should bring up a 2nd down and 9 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Should be a 2nd down and 9 for Cincinnati. So Odell going out. It looks like he might have hurt his shoulder or his collarbone. We might not see Odell coming back into this game either. No need to have him lose, or no need to lose one of your better players when you're up by his 21. But here we go on 2nd and 8. And oh my goodness, there comes the blitz. And there goes Browning. Jake Browning getting smashed right there. Jake Browning getting crushed on that one. I don't even think that was a blitz. That might have just been a 4-man rush, but Van Noy gets in there and gets the bag. Yeah, that's just a 4-man rush. Just a good old-fashioned four-man rush, and Van Noy. On 14 dropbacks, Jake Browning has been sacked 3 times and hurried 4 of them. So not looking good out of that shotgun. There's another handoff right there. This time it's Williams who gains a lot of yardage right there on that 3rd down. Not enough for a first. But Williams with the carry there. That brings up a 4th down. I mean, it is go for it territory. They're probably going to go for it because they have to if they want to win this football game. But chances of them converting on 4th down and 3, I don't know. Game clock down to 3 minutes. Play clock down to 15 seconds. They're going to go for it on 4th and 3. They have to. If they get one back, they got to recover an onside kick and then score within like 5 seconds to do it again. Shotgun formation, 4th and 3. Jake Browning carries the football. He will keep the drive alive to the 40, to the 50. Gets up to the 49 across midfield. He gets tagged and then gives himself up. Gain of 19, a 19-yard gain with the legs of Jake Browning. Check that out. Wasn't expecting him to pop off. He hasn't, so it's not like he had. But yes, so Supreme Science, he did leave. Here we go. All right, here we go. Cincinnati Bengals have the football. Cincinnati Bengals from the 49-yard line. Shotgun formation, motion in the backfield. There's the snap, fakes the handoff, winds up, throws a shot, a big catch made. And that's going to be good for a 1st down inside the 30-yard line. Down to the 29, 1st down for the Cincinnati Bengals. And that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. I want to play Madden against me? Nah, dude. You don't want this smoke. Kevin Lee. Oh, Kevin Lee is the one who wants to play Madden. Hey, Diablo, manito, el Diablo. That cracks me up every time, dude. Every time you drop that, it always cracks me up. Robert, what's going on? Defense, Browns, number 1. Ravens, number 2. Cowboys, number 3. Chiefs, number 4. Robert, is that your own personal assessment, or are there numbers to back up your data? Always got to cite them sources, my friend. Honestly, you know, whatever. As long as the Cowboys are in the top 3, I'm cool with it. Surprised that the Kansas City Chiefs are in the top 4, though. If there's data to really back this up, man, that's super cool. The Browns have been playing good defense. The Ravens have been playing pretty decently, especially against the quarterback, specifically against the quarterback. So I will say that. We all know what the Cowboys defense, pass rush defense, can do. On the ground, they've given up some yardage on the ground, especially out on the flat-hand sides. And I haven't really been too focused on the Chiefs' defense. We normally focus on Patrick Mahomes and that offense. Shotgun formation, 1st and 10. Here we go from the 30-yard line, and Jake Browning is going to keep the football and still gain some yardage there, more than 14 yards. Looks like about 14 yards. 14 yards right there. Commanders versus Cowboys in Madden. 1v1. You in for Madden? Yo, you guys should definitely play Madden. Screen record it. Send me that shit. That's one of the other things that I've been really wanting to do. I thought about getting on Twitch and seeing if I can't partner with anybody on Twitch during the offseason to do sports commentary for those Madden games on Twitch as well. I think that would be really, really cool. Kevin Lee says, I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. He says I'm a chimney out here. Anyways, that's the first play inside of the 2-minute warning. That is a 1st down rush right there from Jake Browning, getting all the way inside the red zone. So here we go from the 12-yard line, shotgun formation. Cincinnati Bengals have the football. There's the snap. Browning looks left all the way. Throws, connects with the tight end. Trent Irwin gets up. He gets inside the 1. Looks like inside the 2-yard line, down at the 2. Good enough for a 1st down. It will be 1st and goal for the Cincinnati Bengals. Jake Browning still pushing the envelope. I mean, this game is for sure over. But this dude, he wants to show that, like, if Joe Burrow is going to be out, Browning can take over. And Browning has had to fill in couple of plays with Joe Burrow being injured. He definitely got a lot of snaps in the preseason. There's the snap, looks out left. There's the throw on a comeback route, and that's a touchdown for Ja'Marr Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Touchdown pass to the left-hand side. Ja'Marr Chase gets the touchdown for the Cincinnati Bengals right as they're running out of time. Only 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. That brings them up. That will bring them up. What kills me is how these people compare Burrow to Brady. No way, dude. No way. Brady has played a Super Bowl with a Brome. Brady played a Super Bowl. Okay. Shoulder in the fourth quarter. There's the kick. No 2-point conversion, so just the extra point attempt. Cincinnati Bengals will trail by 14. Baltimore Ravens are going to get the football back. This might be an onside kick. See if they recover. With a broken shoulder in the fourth quarter against the Giants 2011-2012. Hey, man, Tom Brady is something else, though. There's a reason that this dude is the GOAT. You know, even, yeah, the Bengals losing this game, that's a big deal. The Bengals losing this game, this might tank their entire season. And look at that. Look at you, Supreme, dropping knowledge on Christina right now. Dropping knowledge on Christina right now. The score's looking for the Cowboys 55-zip. Yeah, man, it might be something like that. I'm definitely thinking that. Didn't actually start caring until football until about 2012. You know, believe it or not, that's actually when I started really watching football as well. That's really when I got into it. That was my first year doing fantasy football. I knew nothing about football 12 years ago. Nothing. And now I feel there's the onside kick, an interesting boot right there, but nobody putting in the effort to recover that one. So that was the onside kick. That one takes a high bounce right there. The Baltimore Ravens with 1 minute and 7 seconds remaining are probably just going to kneel this one out. Cincinnati Bengals hopefully don't waste anybody's time calling the timeouts. Well, Christina, she says, I know it's funny, but I make fun of Romo for being out for a broken finger. I'm sure it hurt, but come on. If you break your finger on your throwing hand, yes, you're going to miss some time. However, of course, for someone who doesn't make $200 million over 5 years, I would play even if my arm was broken. Here we go, single back formation. Actually, this is an I formation here, offset. There's the snap. They're actually going to run a play here. They're going to hand that off to Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards gains about 4 yards right there. And that's probably going to be it. Not going to call a timeout right here. No one's calling a timeout. No one wants to stop the clock. This is rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the live stream. This will likely be the final score of this game. 34 Baltimore Ravens. Cincinnati Bengals, 20. Baltimore Ravens walk off the field with a decisive lead right here. Baltimore Ravens 34, Cincinnati Bengals 20. The next stream on this channel, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Dallas Cowboys versus the Carolina Panthers. There's another carry for Gus Edwards, and that is going to be the last play of the game. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the final score. Baltimore Ravens will go up to 8-3. Cincinnati Bengals will fall to 5-5. And the next game coming up will be Sunday at noon Central Standard Time right here on Football Nation. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for being here with me. My name is Mario Manuel. As always, I will be your host, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Guys and gals, I will see y'all on Sunday. Hey, Nice, Supreme, Christina, all of you guys, Joaquin, Kevin, what's going on, guys? Peace out to y'all. Thank you so much. Isaiah, Rich, Sith, all of you guys. Anybody who I missed, Douglas, appreciate you guys. Y'all have a great